One, right lights.
Right.
And hello, didn't check the audio, but the audio is fine. Hello everyone, welcome back to Skyllian Rogues Campaign 2, Arcana 12. We got everybody here today, so that's nice. We left D&D last week for a bit. I was sick, but the story must continue. And this time we'll see what the party does with the dragons. But before we get to that, let us start with...
Oh, I missed this song.
Hello everyone, welcome to Today with Ass, where we talk about the party ass and not mine. Why don't everybody go ahead, roll me a D100, and we shall see who goes first. I will do the thing.
See the thing. Thing the sea.
I wonder if this will work right. I didn't check. Okay, it works.
Oh, it works.
I don't like the font.
It's the D&D font, I think.
Is it?
Oh, the sum doesn't shows up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it does not.
Oh my god,
Oh,
okay, yep,
shit.
so this one is fucked. You know what, next time I'll just revert it, why not? What for now, let just everybody roll D100 normally.
I think I rolled an 8.
Know the thing for this session.
15, just nice.
And Kane, how much did you roll?
Sorry, I'm looking for the die.
Oh, how good. Just roll D100.
It's the rightmost in the tray.
Sorry, I was distracted by my character sheet.
Right.
I'm trying to look at all the features. I'm trying to figure out all the features.
Alright.
46.
Alright, so, and I will flip a coin. And let's see, I rolled a 2, so higher will go first, which means it is Artyom, followed by Kane, then Ignis, and finally J5. Alright. This time is gonna go a little bit different because might be fun to get different answers. So, my question for you, Artyom, is let's get the music rolling. Alright, okay. So, Artyom, my question for you today is simple. Amongst all the dragon types that you know, which one is your favorite dragon?
Truth be entirely told, I never put a lot of stock into differentiating between the types.
Oh,
I suppose I have a sort of an affinity for electricity, if it wasn't obvious.
uh-huh.
So perhaps one of those would suffice. Although I also like the cold, so perhaps ice would be good as well.
Well, which then in that case, between the blue and the white dragons, which one would be your more preferable? Or would it be silver as well? That's an option too. Silver is cold, right?
I suppose the notion of dissecting a blue dragon and experimenting with its parts is too strong of a call to reject.
Alright. Blue dragon because of the sparky bit. Yeah?
If you want to put it that way, I would say for research and development, but sure.
Gotcha. Thank you very much, Artyom. Next in order is Kane. What about you, Kane? Amongst all the different spectrum of dragon colors and sheens, which one is your favorite? You can't pick blue dragon.
Wait, you can't pick blue dragon?
Kane will be like, I like dragons that fly.
Well, almost all of them fly, so any particular
He
one?
doesn't know anything about dragons.
Well, there's a rainbow for almost every color of the rainbow. 5 to be specific. And then there are the metallic types as well. You know, like gold, silver, bronze, and all that.
What about the gem dragons? Aren't there gem dragons?
Ooh, those are long, old, and well, I wouldn't say extinct, but like very far and few, those dragons.
Aw.
So what about you, Kane?
I guess Kane's sitting there, I guess black dragon?
Black dragon. Is it because it's black and you like black
Sure.
color?
Yeah. I don't know anything about dragons.
Hey, that's fair. Choosing based on color is an option. Nobody says that it's not possible. So, alright, black dragons because of their color?
Sure. It may seem like they'd be good for raiding because you could fly them at night and no one can see them.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Black dragons are the one that's also like to stay in the swamp, if I recall correctly. So, interesting. Thank you very much, Kane. Next in order is Ignis. I'm sure you have a lot to say. Which
Yeah.
dragon is your favorite, if not blue and black?
Oh, it's not any of those. Obviously, it's the red one, cause fire.
Red dragon, the angry burning dragon. Any reason in particular?
Well, because I guess it's like, well, when me and my brother were younger, we would often talk about which one would have a better chance against, and we both thought fire because we're both fire resistant, we're fire genasies. It just kind of makes sense. And if let's say we can tame one, then it's like, oh my god, that's like a whole aesthetic. At least what I thought.
Okay, alright. It fits your aesthetic. Thank you very
Yeah,
much. Thank you very much, Ignis.
And I mean, it's the angriest one, and then a fire genasi tames the angriest one, tames a fire. That's so cool. I'm just saying.
Hey, maybe this time you'd be able to tame some red dragons as well. We'll see.
No, but then.
Thank you very much, Ignis. And finally, J5. What about you, J5? Which amongst the dragons do you like the most? Other than red, black, and also blue.
Well, this unit would like to say one of the metallic color ones, preferably the bronze variety.
Is that the mischievous one who likes to prank people?
This unit does not. It's not very sure about their personality, but this unit picked bronze is because of bronze is a mixture of two metals actually. So this unit view them as a fellow blacksmith.
I see. I get you. Maybe they modified their sheen as well to get that bronze color, huh?
Yep, that is true. Maybe, perhaps.
All right. Thank you very much, J5. And that is everyone in the party. You guys want to bring in one more person and ask them the same question?
Jack.
It'd be funny if we knew any dragon people. Should we ask Joe as Dragonborn?
Well, then he would say his favorite dragon is the Shogun.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He's a Shogun apologist.
Wow. When you put it that way, Ignis. So, who you want to bring in?
Or you could go Cho, or I would also put to the table Jack. See if he still has an affinity to dragon. I don't know.
So, which one,
Mention
guys?
of dragons brings PTSD.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could always bring in a fan favorite like Rex.
Nah.
Wow, Ignis
I mean,
is born with
he doesn't
Rex
have-
already, so that's how it is.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have
time to get her a new love
What
interest.
is that? Not
Alright,
Rex
let me just pull
again.
another character from this drawer of love interests.
Rex is just has
I
been.
just say he doesn't have any stake in this dragon thing.
Alright, so who you want to bring in? Cho or Jack or someone else?
My vote's on Jack, I think. Yeah, let's go Jack.
Alright, let's bring in Jack, and Jack poof appears at the center of the room. Tiny Jack. There you go.
Tiny Jack?
More realistic Jack size.
Hey Jack, you still are a bit burned and you're still one-armed Jack.
Yeah, I don't know. A little bit weird, but maybe it's like a past self reflection thing. Are we dreaming right now? Is that what this is?
Kind of. Except if we don't answer a question, then you can't leave.
Great. Perfect. Ask me a question then.
It's an easy one, I think.
Okay.
What's your favorite dragon?
Is dragon anyone's favorite? I mean, they kill people and stuff. I guess if I had to pick, I'd say, yeah, dragon turtle's not too bad. They like fuck ship around, you know, take ships and all that kind of stuff. Dragon turtle.
A dragon turtle?
Never
Is
heard
that
of
a
that.
dragon?
I mean, that's
That
the only
is so
dragon I've ever
not.
seen. It's one of those dragons
seen
that
a
live under
dragon
the
turtle?
water and it kind of like attacks ships and stuff. Yeah. And we were taking on a ship to head around this direction, around to Wakadakola from Honohea. Yeah,
Oh my god, it's
dangerous
a dragon.
bastards, so don't get too close to them. But still, majestic creature.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's everything. Can I go now?
You gotta ask the ball.
Ball, can I? And he disappears. And there you go. That is
I
everyone.
just-
Yeah,
Oh, that's sad.
he does not remember. I mean, you still have the option to make him remember, Ignis.
But he doesn't wanna. That's not
All you need to
fair.
do is a single spell.
It's gonna hate me.
Hey, Jack's gonna hate you. Fear's gonna thank you for bringing him back, you know?
But I like Jack more. I wish Jack's my brother.
Wow. All right. Okay. And now you have it, folks. Thank you very much, everybody, for answering my question. We're going to stop here for now. Oh, I forgot about this music. What am I doing? Not playing D&D in a while has thrown me off my game. Let me do it again. There you go. Thank you everybody for answering my question. We're gonna stop here for now, get back to reality and deal with, well, dragons apparently. So let's go back and see.
Whoop, there goes gravity. Wake up, J5.
I was waiting for J5 to say it.
Wow. And he's not even replying. I think he's AFK. No matter, the story must go on with or without
slacking on the
J5.
job.
I
The
know.
mighty have fallen. 190 something sessions, never missed a single one.
And here he is dropping the ball. Alright. With that, I think that's all good. Everybody ready? Shall we begin?
Well, I don't know if J5 is here.
Oh yeah, that's true. J5! A J5! I think he... Wait, is he asleep already? Is that what's going on here?
No.
That will be a record time. It's like me level falling asleep
Oh my
fast. No
god,
way.
it is 2024.
Oh god, no.
It's another year.
Getting a software update.
It's okay. We'll leave him be for a bit. Hopefully he can join us in a little bit later. But for now, we're gonna continue as usual with last session. Last session, you guys spent some time recuperating before continuing on your journey. While at Magmas, you guys were told the story of how Ignis was created after much prodding from Ignis. After night of stories, such reconciliation, you guys rested for the night and figured out what to do next. In the end, you guys agreed to hunt a dragon while waiting for Dew to reach his destination. Because that's what people do. Oh, he's a bit late. Let's go hunt a dragon for a bit. And you guys gathered food and mounts that you guys would need before you begin travel southwards towards Mount Deragona. So let me bring you... Oh, do I have map of Kailapa real quick? That's not maps, this is maps. Kailapa, there you go. Let me bring everybody in. Let me change the scene so people can see. Alright, so you guys were in Ke'ahelani on the outside or on the outskirts of the city.
Oh,
and
there
you...
goes gravity.
Oh my god! That is so lame!
There it is. He's
so
lagging. Let him go.
He was lagging so bad!
Oh, you cracked me up.
I came out of nowhere.
All right, focus. Okay, so right now you bound on your ambulance across the fields of Kailapa. And as you travel through the open plains, you do encounter some troubles. But, well, you're you guys. So, like, a couple of wolves come over, easily stop them. You come upon, like, some roving wyverns, easily defeated. Even at one point, actually, you guys were stopped by a couple of bandits. And then, like, about halfway through their, like, intimidation, they realize who you guys are and immediately turn around and scamper away. But you guys obviously managed to catch them, put them in custody, and leave them with a nearby village. And they give you a night's rest over there for your efforts. But for the most part, the journey was simple enough. Not much a problem. And as you get closer and closer towards Mount Deragona and also the mountain range that surrounds it, you begin to see in the distance a wall of red and orange energy emitting from the peaks of the Deragona mountain range. They reach about 100 feet into the air before slowly dissipating away. After 12 days, the various terrains around you slowly turn
Wait, I
from...
thought it only took 7 days or something.
Was it 7? 12 days was to the center. You're right. So, 9 days from where you guys are there.
It was half because we used the...
Oh, that is correct. You're using the Ember Lion, so 4.5, I guess. No, sorry. So you were here, so there 6 days. There you go. After 6 days of travel, the plains all around you slowly transform into rocky deserts, and you started to get closer and closer towards the base of the mountain. And around at this point, you begin to see about 1,000 foot away, in the distance, you can see a group of people. They seem to be dancing around a bonfire. And as these guys are doing this dance and everything, you guys notice something is up above, high in the sky. At first you thought it's a bird, some kind of familiar or something. Then you realize it is big, like really big, like huge. A giant bird is encircling this group of people as they are doing this weird dance around the fire. Kind of like a mixture of like a battle dances and chanting and shouting, while this bird is at this point dive bombing in their direction. You see the bird grabs one of them from the ground, and the people shout as they get pulled away and being devoured as it flies up again. The people on the ground, they recoil in fear for a moment, but then resume their ritual, starts dancing once more. They dance and they dance and they dance. Yeah, Ignis?
Can I figure out if this is a ritual I might know of, and who what that bird is?
You go ahead, roll history or nature. History for the ritual nature. Religion for the ritual nature for the bird.
I'll roll a history for the bird, and I'll ask, hey, you guys Artyom or J5 to check out the ritual.
Sure.
It's never big on religion, particularly.
But you guys are smart.
Maybe I've read about them in some book somewhere.
I'll give it a try.
Go ahead.
Roll.
Aha.
Sure. Who's rolling? Me or Artyom?
Artyom rolled
You can roll.
22. You can roll as well, if you want.
There you go. Oh, I can roll. Alright, sure. Ooh. Where's my religion, right?
Hey, Artyom, did you have the... Oh, yeah, you do have a 7.
Alright.
Oh, but...
Damn, everybody's rolling so high. Right, so with all this, you guys are able to figure out that the bird that's flying up above. Wait, why you roll history? I thought you roll nature, Ignis.
You
For the-
said history for the bird.
Nature for the bird. Just change the modifier. Is it the same?
It's the same. It's the same.
It's the same. Alright. So with a
Yeah.
25, you would know that the bird is a rock. ROC. A giant bird, just like who is kind of like predatory in these kind of terrains, wide open plains, you know, and is usually apex in the sky. Not many creature challenges its reign basically because of its just sheer size. As Artyom and J5, these dances, ritual thingy, they bear resemblance to kind of like they bear resemblance to dances of worship, like of some of some deity or powerful creature, but nothing matches exactly to the religions of the world that you guys know of.
This is paper.
Yeah, and you know a lot, and it doesn't really match. The bird
Oh my
dives
God.
bomb a second time, grabs another person as the person screams aloud and cuts short as the bird chomps into the person. You see these guys are starting to dance more and more vigorously at this point,
What
kind of
did
like
he do?
hoping for something to happen while they continue their worship.
Friends,
what
shouldn't
did
we go
they-
and help them?
What did they chant? What I mean, can we hear?
You're 1,000
what
feet
are-
away, so I'd say no
Oh,
at this point.
let's get closer then.
Are you masking your approach or like just bound like out loud, try to sprint as fast as you can towards it?
Uh,
I don't see a reason to be stealthy about it.
All right.
okay.
So all of you, what do you call it? Crack the whip. I don't know what you call it. The rein. Yeah, you whip on it, and all your Ember Lions dashes very quickly, as fast as they can, towards the ember. And at this point, the rock dives in a third time, trying to grab onto a third person that's dancing. And at this point, these people are fearful. But as the rock flies down, reaches the third person, ready to grab it in its talons, you see a giant lizard-like arm just emerges out from the fire, grabs the bird by the throat. And
Wow.
the main thing is like it's the hand's large enough to grab this bird by the throat, and the bird is struggling. It's trying to beat the hand with its wings, but the fire makes it difficult. And then you see a gout of flames just exit that fire perpendicular to it, just burns up this entire bird. The feathers and everything catches in flame, which kind of causes your Ember Lion to startle and stop in place for a bit as you see this flame completely engulfs this bird for a bit before the bird goes limp. And you see the hand climbs out, continue, the fire is still burning, as you see a giant red dragon just starts to climb out from the fire, still burning up that bird to a crisp. And this dragon's a little bit slender. You can see the spines on the back seems to be like conjuring flames as well, basically, as it walks out from the fire, burning this bird. You see all the people that was worshipping the fire just now, these fire genazis, immediately fall down on all fours, their heads planted on the ground in a position of worship towards this dragon as it just destroys this creature. And at this point, you're about 300 feet away. The people stops in place as the dragon finishes off the bird, and it slowly turns towards the people.
Where's the people? Oh no.
The people gonna do not do anything. They stand there in fear almost. But then one of the person out front, the one that is most decorative in their clothing, pulls out something shiny from his bag and hoists it above its head. The dragon, seeing the situation, go ahead with a perception check for me.
I rolled a perception check.
Kane still has the
Goggles as well, so Kane will just see it, I guess.
Damn it.
Of
Alright.
course, I see everything.
You would see that it is a giant chunk of gold ore. Like raw ore, not processed. And the dragon grabs onto that small piece, and then walks back into the fire and disappears, leaving at this point 5 people still in a position of supplication for a bit. They wait for a moment or two. Now noticing that no more threats, anything around them, they all stand up one by one. Then they walk around trying to find remains of the people that was grabbed by the rock just now, and starts to grab their bodies and throw it into the fire.
Wait, do I know that dragons can teleport through fire? Can they do that?
Nature check? Actually, no. Ignis rolled a nature check. No, that's not a thing that dragons can do. No.
Okay, that is a bit weird though.
It seems like they summoned it, basically. And then the
Do I know what kind of summoning spell that resembles? Is that even a summoning spell?
You don't know. You didn't cast detect magic in time to see if it's magic or not.
Yeah, we can't even see. It's too far away.
Yeah, I mean,
Detect magic
they definitely had the verbal and somatic component down. They did their whole ritual and everything. If it's a spell, they were doing those motions.
Okay. Perhaps we should go and ask them about what just happened.
yeah. Wait, but this fire genasi is like away from civilization type of.
I mean, their clothing do look. I mean, compared to you, Ignis, their clothing is like, like villagers level. But they're not like cavemen, if that's what you're asking. They're wearing clothes. A bunch of fire genasi, different sizes, and.
Basically, I'm just thinking if they're part of the like Tailapa constituents and if they would recognize me. So.
I mean, they do look like locals. Whether or not they would recognize you, that's a different story.
Well, that person didn't recognize me, but I wasn't my usual garb.
I mean, you dye your hair and everything, so.
That's true. Hey, wait, can you just quickly do the thing again? Do your magic. And then while J5 go and ask them.
What?
This guy's I don't know, just what about like how do you dye my hair again? Just can you quickly do it in like 2 minutes?
Me? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could.
Alright. I mean, there's soot nearby, so you can just grab the soot and just paint it on her hair real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll disguise dexterity disguise kit check. I think that should be under your skills now. At the bottom there, there's a disguise kit. You should be able to roll it right there.
And
See,
then
the
help by
tools,
It's
Can I
like
help
finding
by
and choose a
stupid
dexterity.
chart is too big for me. This chart is so big I can't scroll down all the way to see the bottom.
Oh no, you can resize it on the bottom left, if that helps.
bottom left.
I can't reach the bottom.
No,
Yeah.
no, what the hell?
I also can barely, if it's a smaller screen, then
Oh, that's a problem.
Try
Yeah, then just
zooming
roll
in and out.
d20, then it's a +6. Sorry,
Okay.
with your dexterity, that would be +11. 27.
yeesh.
With the 27,
Not
you're
a
able to
problem.
make a convincing enough disguise that she would look like, just another human, maybe an elf. Pointy ears and all that, so, yeah.
Nice. Man, okay, you work great. Yo, you have a career as a makeup artist after this. I'm just saying.
Alright,
Not that great, but thanks.
J5, you make your way towards some of the fire genasi, and given that you're not hiding your approach, they begin to notice you as well. their leader, the one that was wearing the most decorated costume, begins to kind of push forward, trying to greet you. Hail! And begins speaking in Primordial.
Can you speak Common?
I can small.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to Draconic. How about Draconic?
You speak in the language of the dragons as well. And he kind of bows down, he kind of shows reverence towards you as well.
Whoa!
My name is Sky, and you are?
Well, this unit is called J5. We were traveling around and saw from a distance some terrible things happen. Are you guys okay?
Yes. We have lost some people to the rock, but regardless, we are able to take it down.
Oh, through that red dragon that you summoned, was it?
I wouldn't say we summoned her. She graced us with her appearance. All we can do is ask and pray. Don't you think so, J5?
Yes. If you believe in a being that can protect you, then you should, offer up your praise to them.
Indeed.
Do you notice you call that dragon a her? Is that the what was the name of the dragon that
Earth Scorcher?
Is that the Earth Scorcher?
No, that is not the Lady of the Fire, Captain. That is her daughter. We call her Lady Hiwatari.
And does she do this often? Go and help people in trouble?
The Firewalker assists us on the outside of the fire curtain. Unfortunately, we are not worthy to live within it. But of course, one day we may be allowed in after great effort. Now what? And what about you? What brings you over to Deragona? I hope you're not one of those stupid dragon hunters that decided to destroy the peace and balance in the region. Yes.
Well, actually, we're out here looking for dragons. We are kinda what do you call that? We are unlucky that we were able to spot one, but however we were too late to beat it up close.
Speaking in Draconic, does Artyom know Draconic?
Not a word.
Not a
Oh
word.
shit!
You just hear random Japanese in the background, basically.
But he looks like a very confident watching and nodding along.
Okay.
Can I go in now? Hasn't been 2 minutes.
It'll take a bit more longer to properly diet, but give it a few seconds. Well, it is unfortunate, but I'm sure if you stay around this region a while, you will find her. And of course, if you are troublemakers, she might be the last thing you see. I suggest you watch yourself while in this region, for our protector, well, just shows no mercy.
Oh, so they are the protector of this region. That is interesting. Is there any kind of other dragons nearby? Or every dragons around this region are related to the Earth Scorcher?
There are others, but you ask many questions. May I know why?
We're just looking for dragons. this unit is also interested to learn more about the dragons.
Deception, real quick.
Deception. Let's.
Hey, you're from Kailapa. Come
Let's
on.
flash. Oh god. Okay. Don't panic. we have inspiration and we have flashes.
When people lie, they cross their fingers on their back, but J5 did it in front of the guy.
You sure you don't want to use a pain point, or you want to stick
I'm
to it
okay
because
with
it's
a
kind of
pain
your
point.
character.
Sure. Do you want me to find that reroll or something?
I feel like we shouldn't make bad with this cult. I don't know.
Alright, go ahead, reroll that if you want to. Wait, no. Why would J5 be good at lying at this moment?
Because he has Artyom next to him.
Okay, you
And
know what?
Artyom is not focusing on the conversation because he doesn't understand it. He's focusing on his body language. Rather, he like puts his hands in front, crosses his fingers, or like slaps him, so he puts them behind his back.
Alright. Go ahead, reroll that.
I'll flash that.
Alright, 22.
Oh god.
If you are interested in learning about the dragons, you have come to the right place. Please, come to our village. Sure you will be able to learn more.
Oh, are your village nearby? If you don't mind this unit asking,
Yes.
if you don't mind this unit asking, why is the rock attacking you guys?
It has been a trouble for quite some time. Our warriors are not able to defeat it directly, which is why we asked Lady Hiwatari for her grace and defeat the creature.
I see. Well, okay, that makes sense. You said something about your village
Yes.
being nearby?
Yes, it is a few days of travel, but we can reach over towards Kaliko. And you can learn more about the dragons there. Maybe even earn the grace of Lady Hiwatari yourself, and maybe earn entrance into, and he looks towards the mountain range with the wall of fire, through the fire curtain.
Oh, the mountain is surrounded by fire, you mean?
Yes,
Physically surrounded by fire.
yeah, basically like a wall of fire, but around the peaks of the mountain, basically.
Only the
Or-
peaks. Okay. Alright. Well, that is interesting. Let this unit discuss with the rest of its group. If we are interested, then we can travel together.
Very well. We shall prepare the dead. Give our proper respects. Let us know if you wish to travel with us. And he turns around and continues to, give proper respects to the bodies that was eaten by the rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around, talk to the rest of the group, relay the what happened with the rock and the dragon, the Hiwatari dragon.
Okay.
So, friends, we found a dragon. Unfortunately, it's related to Earth Scorcher.
Do you think they would be like if we get in their good grace, they'd be like, oh hey, we have this pesky dragon we'd like you to kill, then we can get it that way. Then everybody can win-win except for the dragon we need to kill, I'm just saying. Rather than just finding a random one to kill. I'm kind of feeling less I don't know. I feel like the world is telling us not to kill a dragon just for this, so maybe we shouldn't.
This is gonna be a moral conundrum.
So, it's always good to have the dragons in good graces with us. It's a very helpful thing, especially if you would want to fight the Emperor.
Yeah, this is about would you kill a foreign leader just to protect your privacy?
Yeah, that's kind of stupid now. All things considered, this is such a bad move. But, if we could protect the village, kill the source of the rock, earn an audience with Hiwatari, maybe even Earth Scorcher, we could, see maybe getting a nation of dragons on our side. And we could like tell them, hey, you know, there's an ancient dragon in what's his name? The in Swifle, the thing that they wanted us to help with. What's that continent? No, what's that country? The one with dragon? The one that's an
Different
ancient
drag?
dragon?
Different
drag.
Different drag, yeah.
Yeah, we could even say, hey, do you want us to help that that dragon if you guys are all related? I don't know. I don't think they are related, but I'm just saying. Because that's an ancient dragon. This one is not. Is Earth Scorcher an ancient dragon?
I believe it'd be so, right? No?
You roll. Can you roll history check real quick? Ignis will be about her country.
Ugh. Oh no!
Yeah.
Can I take point that? Because
Sure.
it's like my brother was suspected to be killed by this guy. Obviously not, but you know.
Alright,
Can I use a big point to
Sure.
reroll?
go ahead.
We gotta use them at some point, right? Come on! Oh
There
yes.
you
Oh, that's
go.
good.
Nice.
So with the 24, you would know that news about what do you call about Earth Scorcher started to become more famous about 200 years ago. Nobody's really met Earth Scorcher and came back alive. Usually when you meet Earth Scorcher you die, or you get inducted into the cult. But usually it would take dragons like 700 years before they become an ancient dragon.
Is she?
So it may or may not be. Or we could just ask. I mean, yeah. Maybe the cult would know. I mean, like we can. How long is it to Calico? Let me see. We're here. They
My
say a
map
few
is not
days.
working, so I don't know anything.
2 days, or is it 3 days? We still have what, like another week to spare?
Mm-hmm.
And if we offer up our horses, would it be faster?
Well, if you're traveling with the group, then you're gonna travel at the group space.
Ah.
You travel by yourselves, then you can reach Calico much faster.
What if we let like the slowest people be on the mount?
Sure, can you run, 60 feet per round?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if you want to go faster, we can just fly.
But they can't. Oh, we can. Hold on.
Yeah, they can. I mean,
We asked the Amber Lions to also fly.
yeah, they can as well.
We could do that if they're up for it. And we can just say, hey, we would like to help you with the whole rock problem. Because we would also like to have an audience with the Firewalker and maybe even the Earth Scorcher. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go back to their place and ask.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask them first if they're okay to become a bird or something.
Well, of course we're gonna have to ask them first, but I will how do you say
Get consent.
I mean, yeah, but gotta ask like if they're okay us traveling with them, basically. Anyway, let's go back.
Alright. So you regrouped with the Fire Genasi group. Their leader Kai notices you approach and then turns to you guys again. Hail! What do you say?
Hello,
He
Mr.
speaks
Kai.
again. He speaks again in Draconic. Are you willing to travel with us?
Well, yes. Our group is interested to learn more about the dragons. But we are a bit pressed for time. Would you mind if we all turn into birds and fly over there? We can get a bit more
Um,
faster.
I'll reply. I'll continue with in Draconic as well. I'll just say, I know of a spell that can get us to go turn into eagles. If one person leads, everybody else can follow, and um, really just it's pretty safe. Um,
They all kind of look at each other for a bit and they turn to you. If you are able to transform all of us to birds, that would be an interesting shot. But sure, enlighten us. Let's see if we're able to do this, young.
all right. Okay. Well, everybody needs to be within 60 feet of me. I'll continue in Draconic, and then I'll translate into Common for Artyom and Kane.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell the Amber Lions as well.
Oh, then I'll also speak with animals to them. Oh my god, I did interpreter for everybody.
Everybody, come here, come here.
I'll
Ting,
just say,
ting, ting, ting,
I'll
ting,
talk.
ting.
I'll say,
Gather
okay.
around.
Before I did that, I'll just let me tell my Amber Lions too that they're gonna have to fly with us. Okay, just give me a moment, and then I'm going to go to our Amber Lions, and I'm gonna speak with animals if I can find it. There we go.
All right.
Speak with animals, and I'll just hi. So there's no easy way to say this, but do you guys want to fly?
They all look at each other in confusion. Sahara kind of looks at you. Really? Fly like birds? Who do you think you are, a druid?
Yes, I'm like an archdruid actually. I
Oh
can
my
turn all
god,
of
my
this.
owner's a druid, guys. Kind of turns to the rest, and Shimmer kind of looks at Sahara, looks at you. She seems to be able to talk to us. Seems like a very powerful druid indeed. Very well,
Oh,
woman.
thank you.
Show us the way.
Okay, so you just gotta follow the eagle that looks very fiery, which is me.
Understood.
Okay. Shimmer, Blue Star, Serenity. What was the other one? So sorry. I remember. Nibbles, that was it. You guys okay? Can you follow if you become a bird?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
Me too.
If you okay, make sure to stay closely. We travel in packs so that anything no one would really want to mess with a pack of giant eagles. Okay, so let's just be all in 60 feet of 30 feet of each other actually.
Okay. You're very tight fit right now.
Okay, 30 feet. Let's go. And then I'll turn back into I'll talk in Draconic again, and I'll just say, okay, I'm gonna cast a spell now, but it's gonna be an eagle, and it'd be a bit disorienting at first, but just remember to follow. Sorry, what's your name again? And I'll ask the one that's been
Kai.
talking to us. Kai. Kai. Okay, just remember to follow Kai, and Kai will be the one to. I don't know how are we gonna communicate because
Birds can talk with each other.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. Yeah, everybody just listen to Kai, okay?
We can just talk in birdies.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody talking birdies.
Talking birdies. Let's go.
One by one, all of you transform into birds. For you guys, it's a normal thing. For the people, for the fire genasi, they'll be like, "Whoa, what the hell? I got wings!" Whoa! And the Amber Lions, they're like starting chasing each other in circles, but they're still moving with all four legs. You know, so they're like, but with bird wings in front,
Oh, yeah,
trying to
two
like get
legs.
each other tick, 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 on the ground. And Kai kind of looks at looks at their wings for a bit and looks at you. Incredible, miss. Alright. Everybody, listen up! Yes? Did the Ember Lion just talk to me?
Yeah, so because we're all eagles, we all can understand each other now.
My goodness.
We're giant
Very well.
eagles, by the way.
Now, everybody, follow me. Start, flying. I guess. And he kind of turns around for a bit, claps his hand a couple of times, start working. Maybe running start. Boink, boink, boink.
You just, yeah. There you go.
Slowly picks up, and one by one the people gonna stumble a little bit, trying to get their bearings for the first time, especially the Ember Lions. But after a bit, all of you are able to get airborne and begin flying towards Calico.
I'll get them back, just making sure everyone's not falling behind.
Alright. Kai even actually flew quite high, so that you can actually see above the mountain range and see into the inside of Deragona. And you can see on the inside there are lava flows everywhere coming out from the center of Deragona. And there are actually houses inside Deragona itself. There are a couple of like settlements on the inside.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Look, it's not like proper cities, but it's definitely like small. It's like a large village, basically, just scattered at the foot of the Mount Deragona. And all of the people out front, the fire genasis, they're kind of like admiring on the inside as they fly off. And then,
can I ask the fire, like Kai, who lives in the houses?
He replies, "Now those are the faithfuls accepted by Lady Hifferton, the Lady of the Fire Curtain, the Lordess of Deragona. All of us dream to one day live within the world."
Okay. Lordess. Oh, okay. Interesting. So dragons don't live in the houses, right? I mean,
I myself are not sure where exactly do the dragons live. I'm sure they are somewhere within the peaks of the mountain, and he's kind of pointing to the center, to the peak of the mountain, somewhere over in the peak of the mountains. But alas, I am not from within the wall. But I have not been fortunate enough to be selected. But maybe one day I'll be able to.
how are people selected?
When they are contacted directly by the Fire Queen, she'll be the one that leads your way inside the city.
Okay.
So, you have this conversation for a bit as he talks about, how, like, several people that he knows that has been selected. And while this conversation is happening, one of the fire eagles, one of the eagles that's flying with you, slowly parts ways and then begins just dive bombing straight over the firewall, heading directly towards Mount Deragona.
No! Oh shit!
Who's that?
Kai, someone dived in.
He kind of turns around. He kind of looks at you, whoever you are. Stop the fire curtain! And he flies over the fire curtain, and you hear the voice coming from that side. I survived! I can get into it! And as he flies down to go inside the wall, inside the area, basically, the bird just burns up, and the person just starts screaming, help me, help! And he shifts in back to Fire Genasi and just starts falling down. And you hear a loud somewhere inside.
Oh no.
Oh
No.
Oh, foolish young one. He saw the opportunity. He clearly was not ready.
Oh, I did not think this would happen. I'm so sorry.
No. It is not your fault. It is his foolishness that led him to think he is worthy of Lady Hifferton's grace. Those who are not worthy will be engulfed in her flames.
Oh.
I do suggest you do not intend to go into the mountain without her blessing.
Oh, no. We know as much. Uh-huh.
You continue flying, and close to the end of the day, at this point, close to sundown, you begin to see the houses surrounded by this tall, dark wood tree with almost like red and orange leaves, basically, just scattered in the area, creating a warmish atmosphere in an already warm environment. You guys start to descend towards this village. It's built next to a small lake in between two mountains, so like in a valley, basically, surrounded by trees of various colors and sizes. And there are not that many houses in this village, but regardless, when the bunch of eagles, giant eagles, begin to approach the city's defenses immediately sprung into action, and you see arrows start flying over in your direction.
I'll tell. We can go down, and I can transform back to normal.
And they all nod at each other. Very well. And Kai immediately dives bomb, trying to go as quickly as possible, and more arrows. Now firebolts. This time you see stuff. But there are a couple of hits. But since you pick giant eagles, they are tanky enough to take a couple of hits before you guys land. And immediately, Ignis, you drop the form, and everybody reverts to their original form. And the archer's gonna run over towards you, and then seeing Kai out front, they relaxes, and one of the guys walk forward. Kai, what? Are you a druid now? No, my friend. They're speaking primordial, so only Ignis will understand at this point, I think. And they all kind of hug each other for a bit, and he says, "We've got some travelers with us. They are here to learn a bit more about the Fire Lady." And the person kind of looks at you guys incredulously. Is that so? Very well. We have several extra houses they can stay in for the moment. Very well. Thank you very much, friend. Pats him on the shoulder, and the guy immediately walks off. Don't worry. False alarm. Everybody, return. Continue with your days. Make sure we are ready with our offerings. And he turns to you guys once more, speaks in Draconic again. I'm very sorry for that. We have been besieged by many dangerous creatures. We've been on guard the longest time. But please, come. Let me show you to your temporary home while you stay with us.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
He brings you over. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna follow.
He brings you over towards the lake. It's not a massive lake per se, but there are a couple of people that are doing fishing. At the edge of it, there are some fish farms, I think is the right term. Kind of like they're breeding fishes over there for to be given as offering, apparently. And amongst the edge, there are a couple more houses that are being built. You guys are brought to one of the recently made ones, where there are 4 beds and a wardrobe on the inside, and that's it. Like, very simple abode. He walks over and allows you to enter, shows you the room. It is not much, but it is a roof over your head and a place to stay. Please, join us later for dinner, and perhaps tomorrow you can start serving the lady as well, and maybe grow up your ranks to enter Deragona.
When you mean serve, like, what do we do exactly?
Let's see. We will need a couple of people to do, perhaps tend to the farms. If you look like a strong lot, perhaps. Kind of point at J5 and Artyom. Perhaps you can help chop some trees as well. Lady Deragona do love these beautiful fire oak woods.
And we're talking in Draconic?
Yes.
Okay.
What is he saying?
He's saying we could serve the rank and help tend the farms, chop some trees to start climbing up the ranks to talk to the lady, basically.
And join dinner
Tim
later today.
narrows his eyes.
Yeah, I joined dinner later today. Yeah, that was that too. I was wondering if there's a kind of quicker way. Does the lady kind of visit the place from time to time, or?
They Lady Akemono will be coming over and picking up our offering for this month. So, perhaps
Who is that?
you can. Another one of Lady Hifoten's daughters.
A dragon too?
Well, of course.
Oh.
She will be here to pick up our offerings, and depending on how well we do, perhaps she will grant an audience with you.
I see. So that's I see, and then she will come tomorrow, and you need more to help with the pending of things.
Yes.
What time again?
She will come at exactly at noon.
Noon. And what time is it now?
Now, 6 p.m. or so.
Okay, so at noon. Do you need more harvest or anything?
We are in the process of harvesting right now. I'm not sure what you can do in 18 hours.
Well, I can make it a bit more enriched, I suppose.
Well, of course, you are a powerful druid. Yes, please. Make
If you
our
need-
harvest more bountiful. I am sure Lady Akimono would definitely appreciate that.
Okay, yeah. I would have to skip dinner though.
Oh,
I mean, I can do it after dinner actually, and then I
Yes.
gotta like sleep for a bit late.
yes,
but yeah, that's
definitely,
fine.
definitely. You should join us. It is a good thing to dine together as a family.
Oh, are we family now?
A family?
Very well. Get some rest. Join us for dinner later together. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay with Kaliko. Turns around, begins walking out, leaving you guys alone in the room.
Guys, I think we just got into a cult. Like,
Oh no.
I think
We're gonna
I
join this
think-
cult.
I think
I didn't promise anything.
they're welcoming us into the cult. Well, okay. So there's gonna be a representative of, like, apparently there's gonna be a dragon coming tomorrow, and that's one of the Firewalker's daughters. Is that correct? Is that what I did? I understand that correctly? DM.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is one of Lady Hivoten's daughter, Lady Akemono.
Is it Hiwatari, right?
Hiwatari is the one that went out of the fire just now. She said he said Lady Akemono.
Yeah, like Akemono is Hiwatari's daughter.
No.
No. Iwatari is Scorch's daughter.
Yeah, so whose daughter is Akemono?
Oh, you're waiting for me. Same person. Earth Scorcher, Lady of the Fire, or Queen Fire, and all those are various names they have given to the
You
Earth
said
Scorcher.
a lot of names and I've got confused.
Yes. All the weird fire names, blah blah. That's referring to the Earth Scorcher.
Okay, so we're gonna meet with that person's gonna the Akemono's gonna come tomorrow and we're gonna meet her. I mean, to pick up the stuff, we can probably take the chance to talk to her if the bounties especially better. So, you know, I was just thinking we could help around that. Then we could just stay for one night, and then
Sure.
yeah. So like they're saying, hey, the fire oaks need to be chopped so that there's more of those, and I'm gonna help out with the farms. I don't know what else to do. Like that's I don't know. This feels like a naive plan, but that's the best I have right now.
We're
What do
just
you guys think?
gonna. I mean, if we can't do anything but wait, then let's do something with our time, right?
Yeah. Okay. Then guess wanna help anything?
I'm gonna help with
Chop down the
the
trees.
chopping down the trees then.
All right. Kane and Artyom, what are you guys doing? Just chilling, sneaking around. What do you do?
Well, when the guy pointed out that Artyom looks bulky and can cut trees, he probably was meaning the armor itself, because Artyom has 8 strength.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, the armor. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you're wearing heavy armor.
I mean, heavy
You
armor, and
expect
then
to
like
do
with
that.
what do you call with a sword and everything. He just assumed you're a fighter, you know.
Medium armor. I mean, I guess the bonus is having a machine with saws built in. So I don't have to use my strength, I have to use my minion's strength. So I'll join J5 with the lumber
chopping
work.
thing.
And I'll pretend to look busy, you know. Just so I don't get in bad graces with the cult.
Gotcha. What about you, Kane?
Is it still light or is it dark by now?
Getting dark, yes.
When it's dark, I want to walk around, see if I can hear any interesting conversation.
Alright, okay. Alright, for Artyom and J5, go ahead, roll me athletics check. For Ignis, you're not helping until later, right?
Yeah, after I can walk around with Kane to hear.
Alright, so both of you go ahead, roll perception.
Okay, I'll go around separately. I go around separately to do what Kane is doing. Then we can cover more ground. I'm just saying.
Ignis, I'm trying to be stealthy here.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm trying to be stealthy too. I'll try.
Perception.
You want me to roll a dexterity or a stealth?
Perception.
Perception, okay.
Woo! Should I also percept?
Yeah, sure. You see two different things, you know?
Yeah, obviously.
Kane, you stay to the shadows, try to listen in on any conversations going on around town. Sticking to the shadows, you're able to hear about mainly their concern about tomorrow, whether their offering is enough. You also start to hear kind of whispers in the crowd about a group of people that recently came into town, about how like a couple of them are pretty hot, but some of them are not a fan of you guys, kind of seen as outsiders, basically entering their small circle here, and some of them are wary of you. As for Ignis, you kind of walk around, try to. Sorry, yeah.
So the wariness comes mostly from us just being new. Nothing
Yes.
specifically that we could change.
It is definitely mostly coming from two things. One, of course, you guys are outsiders. That's one thing. Second, you look well armed, which kind of leads them to think you as another group of dragon hunters, which kind of makes them wary.
But they are correct.
I mean, we're not dragon hunters until we actually hunt dragon. We were about to, but we haven't started, so technically we're not yet.
As for Ignis, you walk around, and most of the people are kind to you. They talked with you a little bit, and they're mostly fascinated with the fact that you're able to kind of like transform into animals and stuff, and they kind of appreciate your presence. But beyond that, you are also able to figure out about the whole their worry about tomorrow's offering. It says you're working out in the open. You can see that their offering is quite weird. It's not
Okay.
There's like vegetables in there mostly, no meats in particular. You see there are a couple of kind of like wood, some metals, raw materials are a lot in this pile here, and it's kind of weird that dragon would want things like these.
I mean, can I ask if they know what is being done with these?
Asking that to the people, you would know that the people on the inside basically craft and refine with the secret techniques that have been granted to them by Lady Heathton.
Heathton. And Lady Heathton is Earth Scorcher?
Earth Scorcher, Lady of the Fire Curtain, Lordess of Deragona.
Can you spell that, Heathton? That's the only one that I didn't see in your title, in your stream title.
I hid the name.
Heathton. Okay. Ah. Like, can I also ask, like, what has been their most successful, like, their best offering?
Their best offering has been when they accidentally found an adamantite mine near the mountains. So they're able to harvest the ore and included them in the resource that they granted to Lady Deragona.
And the mine has not been there since, or has been?
It's been
gone?
depleted basically. Yeah, because like again, those are precious resources, might have been mined in various generations before. So adamantite and diamonds usually have small veins in comparison to like other resources.
Got it.
All right. Now for J5 and Artyom. You guys spent your time chopping down the trees in the neighborhood, and you do realize the wood over here is naturally hot. Not like cane hot, but like physically hot.
There's so many jokes we could have made before you said that.
You figure that these could have several beneficial properties if you're planning to make like fire-based weapon, I think. But right now it's not really useful to you given that you're fighting a red dragon, so you kind of put that at the back of your mind for a bit. But you do realize, given that both of your expertise in magic, the plants, the trees over here are infused with some small essence of that fire energy that's emitting. Like the fire curtain seems like some of that energy have seeped into the natural environs, causing the plants and land to shift a little bit, mutate a little bit.
Could this be replicated if I was to take like a cutting or a seed?
You can experiment with that.
I will do that.
Alright. You manage to take a couple of those acorns that you'll be able to harvest and plant later on at your own home. See if this can grow by itself.
Perfect. What do I call them?
Just put them what these local call it, fire oak.
Fire oak.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. and you spend your time doing that. Harvesting more wood, and you're able to add a large chunk to the collection. They're definitely happy with your contribution. And around 8 or so, you would see kind of like a long table is being prepared, with everybody in the village is actually participating in the meal. Kai and another person, they gave kind of like a little bit of speech about, you know, togetherness and how they should be thankful about Lady Hefferton granting them protection, and they should work hard to provide as much resources as they can to Lady Hefferton to, you know, further protect their people and also the surrounding environment. They break bread and enjoy a small meal of stew and bread, basically. And while not the best, they feel like fresh, like the ingredients are recently harvested this morning or something, you know. And it's a nice meal for a bit while you guys sit down and eat and chat a little bit. Some of the people are definitely curious with your presence there. A couple of them gonna ask you where you guys from, why are you guys here, are you guys dragon hunters? That seems to be the prevailing concern amongst the locals.
Yes, and yes, and yes.
No! J5!
Do you actually do that?
No.
When J5 did that, he's like, you're such a joker, you Mr. What was your name again? The Fire Genasi gonna ask.
Well, this unit would be called J5.
J5. What a strange name. Never heard of anyone with that name before.
Well, this unit does go by another name, Jack. This unit believe Jack, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, Jack.
Yeah.
Yes, Jack.
Jack. Now that's a name I've heard before. Simple. But yes, is there anything you guys want to do before? Oh, of course, Ignis, you want to cast plant growth, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, the 8-hour one.
Yeah, but for the rest of you, is there anything you guys want to do before you guys turn in for the day?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
mercy.
Is Ami Maloa with us?
No, that was just me. My bad.
I mean, I guess I don't want to step on Kane's toes by, also walking around listening to what people are saying.
I mean, if you want
I'm
to
nosy.
if you want to know anything in particular, let me know, and then I can see if you've heard of it as you travel, basically. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any specifics now.
All right. If there's nothing else, you guys would return to your room at the end of the day, and then finally get some rest. It is uncomfortable given the heightened temperature in the vicinity. But to Ignis, it feels like home, all this warmth and a little bit like sleeping right next to a campfire. It's great.
Wait, no, I'm gonna do the ritual all night.
Oh, right, yeah,
basically.
you focus, you do it all night. Is it 24 hours or something?
8 hours, 8 hours. So I'll just
8 hours.
go to bed late.
All right.
And
Cast a spell
yeah.
real quick. Yeah, all right, okay.
So whenever they harvest it, we get twice the amount.
Gotcha. The next morning, you guys wake up quite early, and like the night before, breakfast is served. This time there's no long table though. This time it's just a kind of like a cook kind of pouring a bowl of food for you, basically, and some bread for you guys to have breakfast. And immediately everybody's now kind of nervous, trying to hoist as much resource as they can to for the dragon. They have this what do you call, a large wooden cart a pair of them basically, with a bunch of resource just piled into them. The resource, just the wood that you guys gathered the other day, yesterday, J5 and Kane is already able to fill an entire cart already. So they are happy with that at the very least, and they're very quickly harvesting as much they can, and all the fruits that they have harvested from the forest certainly doubled in their harvest, and they are happy for that help as well. So they're able to almost double their bounty, ready for the taking. And as time gets closer and closer towards noon, the nervousness kinda ramps up. Everybody in town is hoping that their offering is enough. It seems like they believe that it's never enough, but to you guys, this is massive. Like you can trade this out for a couple of thousand gold for sure, easily.
If I wake up at 12, would I have gotten a long rest?
Yes, you would have gotten a long rest. All good.
Nice. How do I long rest? Okay.
Yeah.
All good.
And as it gets to 11:30, people stop doing what they were doing, and now they're all just hiding in their homes, basically, going inside the houses. The only one that is
outside?
They're not staying outside. The only one that's outside right now is Kai, with two other people standing behind him, double checking the offerings for the last minute, seeing if they have forgotten.
Can we ask if we can be with them? Well, to greet Akimono.
He looks at you for a bit, eyes you guys up and down. Go ahead, roll persuasion check.
I do!
It's okay, you got 2 artificers by your side.
Yeah, but I have a +0!
You do? Oh my god.
Because they took my tattoo! I'm not Chad Ignis anymore!
You have no brains.
Sexy back by Justin Timberlake doesn't play when you walk around anymore.
Yeah. Can
Oh man, what would be
do
your
it?
soundtrack?
No, Ignis, go ahead.
Damn it! Ah! Oh, that's not so bad. It's a good
17.
roll.
We can bump it to 25.
All right,
24. Yeah.
Yeah, wait. Yeah,
24.
sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
So in the 24, he is hesitant, but very well. Follow exactly as I do. And if anything
Okay.
happens, just know that you left this life with honor.
What? Okay.
And he sits down in front of the offering and bows down towards the offering and just sits there for a bit.
Maybe some of us should be like away, like just out of sight.
Quick,
Just
bow
in
down
case.
now.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, I will bow down, I suppose.
Ignis, bow down. Kane, J5, Artyom.
How is he bowing down? What's the?
As in like
Sure.
on his knees, head to the floor. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, I get you. I think prostrate is the correct word.
Sure.
Prostrate.
Yeah, prostrate.
Sure.
Yeah.
Prostrate. There you go.
Or if you guys don't want to be here, you could just hide like the rest of them, and I wink at that hide. Like,
No, I won't hide.
I googled it and I just
It's
get
not done
prostate.
working.
no, it's with an R.
I write it with an R
Nice.
and I just get prostate everywhere.
Don't prostrate
Sorry,
yourself in
I
front of the
cannot
dragon.
prostate because I don't have any.
Okay, so
I
who's
think you
hiding
misspelled
in
it.
your house? Who's staying outside bowing? Or are you even bowing?
Oh my god, you're right.
Guess I'll be hiding in the house. No. I would be outside,
Uh-huh.
but I guess just not prostrating, but just bow down as a show of respect.
Artyom will likewise kneel on one knee.
Kneel down like a knight would,
Yeah,
a
gotcha,
king or
gotcha,
something like
gotcha.
that. Yeah.
As you're doing that, you begin to hear large, heavy wing begins coming closer and louder and louder. Kai, noticing the two of you not properly bowing like he does, he kind of looks at you, kind of bows at you. What are you doing? Down.
Do I go lower? Just gonna bow down.
Talking to me?
No, kid, you're not here, right? You're hiding in the house.
Oh, I guess I'm hiding.
No, up
I
to
don't
you.
really care
Let
if
me know what
I'm
you're
there or
doing.
not.
Let me know what you're doing.
Yeah, sure, I'll be there. I'll bow down.
All right.
I don't mind.
So Kane, you bow down fully. Artyom and J5.
Such a tough decision. I think Artyom fundamentally has too much ego. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will tell them about how frightful dragons are, and if you don't do it, they won't probably listen to you. So, guys, maybe just do it this one time if you want to get in their great graces.
We're just gonna bow down deeper.
Oh no!
And a
It's
lower.
gonna get crit.
Two complete opposites doing the same thing. One clueless, one just has a really big ego. And at this point, you would see a shadow covering the entire field around you, and and now you guys would be able to see a large dragon lands right in front of you. The dragon looks different than the one that you saw before, because this one is much more bulky. It has kind of like a thicker hides and kind of like more stocky build. In fact, it is actually wearing armor, seemingly some kind of high quality silverish bluish material with a pair of great sword on either side of its body. The creature lands on the ground a little bit, and seeing you guys on the ground and two of you not fully bowing down, it definitely caught her attention. Yes, J5.
Oh, we are bound.
These are not the dragon that we saw flew over us way early in the campaign, right?
No.
How do we know?
We saw the dragon, right? If we were wearing armor, we would, notice it way back then, right?
Yeah, no, this is not.
Okay.
This person noticing you guys, not bowing fully, basically. And this dragon will begin to speak in Draconic. Kai! Who are these new people you've brought before me? And you hear Kai speaking in Draconic in, Lady Akimono. They are hopefuls, new faithfuls that has recently joined the fold. They are eager to gain your respect, Lady Hefetin, and they are eager to gain your graces. And yet, they do not bow down before me. Yes. I've told them, we've asked them to show them how to properly bow down towards you, Lady Akimono. They're new. Please show them some mercy. Turns to the two of you, J5 and R2. You two, bow down to me.
Oh no.
Artyom will turn to J5 in a bit of power play and say, "Do me a favor and translate, please."
The dragon says we should bow down. Do I go deeper? in my kneeling state.
And at this point, the guy turns to you guys. Down, on both knees, head to floor, down.
Okay. Put both of my knees on the floor and then bow down. But my head is still not touching the ground.
Not touching the ground. What about you, Artyom? Seeing how J5 changed his stance, what do you do?
He'll speak to the dragon in common because he doesn't know Draconic and expects that everybody,
Yep.
speaks common, hence the name. He will say, "Unfortunately, I'm incapable as I suffer from an old injury, but rest assured, this is my way of showing you respect."
Persuasion with disadvantage? Yeah.
Disadvantage?
I'm so scared
Then
for
we're
you.
gonna have to kill this dragon.
Look, man, if it attacks us,
Was that
it's
your plan?
self-defense.
It's self-defense. That was your plan all along, Artyom. It's not
I'll
the dragon, so you can
flash
fight it.
that. 19.
19. Alright. Weak humans. He now speaks in common. You don't even bother to learn my tongue, yet you say you are faithful. He turns draconic again. I see your new faithfuls here have a lot to learn. It is your duty to teach them, Kai. Yes, Lady Akimono. I'll be sure to teach all our customs, how to respect everything. Good. If you do well, then perhaps there is a place in Deragona for. Thank you, Lady Akimono. I will be sure to not let you down. Go. And she moves forward towards the carts. Yeah.
Does any okay, I'm just gonna ask the part of you in a mental telepathy thing.
Uh-huh.
So should we go and just ask? I don't know if we can even do you think they will listen to us? Oh my god. Should we just talk to them? Or by them I mean the dragon?
Perhaps we should wait to see how this plays out before we interrupt anything important.
Can we sneak a peek? Can we see anything? Even as we prostrate?
Yeah, you can see still look around.
Okay.
You would see this dragon inspecting the carts that you've provided, and a smile curls on her face. Good. Everything seems to be in order. This offering may not be as good as 5 years past, Kai, but this is certainly appreciable. And he kind of grabs onto the cart with the two arms. Mother will be pleased. And the wing starts flapping once more as he starts to get higher.
Do we want to risk it? Do we want to call them to the
Decide.
Do it! Just do it!
This is
Before
your
you
art,
go.
Ignis. Do it.
I'm gonna just call out, but respectfully, and I'll just get before you go, Lady Akimono. Is it? Can I humbly ask for an audience?
The dragon stops midair. And it lands once more.
So scared.
He stares
Bruh.
at you for the longest time in silence.
I will. Should I? Does that mean I can speak or?
Kai just looks at you. What are you doing?
I wanted to have an audience. I just wanted to try. Mm, Excuse my party member. He's very new to the whole culture, but I am a dragon enthusiast since childhood, and we have accumulated a lot of experience. And we've heard of tales of dragon. What do you call dragon kingdoms? And the threat that other humanoids pose to those kingdoms, especially in Swifold.
You think these mere mortals threaten our kingdom? Guy, I am not liking the people you're bringing in here. I'm sorry, Lady Akemono. We will remove them from the settlement. Post haste. Don't you worry. No matter. I think she grabs onto the sword near her waist. I will remove them myself.
Oh my god.
Oh no! We don't want
Draws
to
the
kill
entire
you!
blade.
Oh no! Wait.
She engulfs it, and the sword begins to. You see, fire begins to like spout out from her mouth, almost like she's doing a breath weapon. But instead, the fire seems to heat up the blade so much that the blade is now engulfed in the entire flame. And then you begin to hear a voice coming from behind you.
Oh no.
You hear, "Wait, sister." The fire immediately stops. The ones that are kneeling down instead of prostrating, you guys would notice that the voice is coming from the fireplace that was cooking the stew this morning. You notice in the fire there is an eye looking through to the other side.
What
The
kind of
voice
magic is this?
speaks again. Mother
Right,
wishes
but
to
also the-
speak with these people.
Mother?
Really? These idiots. Well, these idiots are the amazing Spicy 7, sister.
But they don't.
No!
Are we? No, we that famous? No.
Okay, so I can squeal a little bit. Oh my god.
She sheathes the swords immediately. I'll make a door then. She breathes in what's more fire, and sparks begin to collect in her mouth as she lets out a god of flame right over your heads, burning one of the houses nearby. You can hear people inside screaming aloud, "Ah!" trying to escape out of the house, and you see this giant bonfire begins to like emerge right in front of you. And from this fire, you see now the full image of Lady Hiwatari, the one that you saw initially, standing inside the fire by the looks of it. And she begins to walk out.
Wait, the Hiwatari is walking out, not the Earth Scorcher.
Hiwatari is
okay.
walking out, yes. Come,
Okay.
little one. Looks like you've granted the audience that you wish.
Oh my
And she
goodness!
looks
Yeah.
into the fire, gesturing at you guys to walk inside.
What is
I'm
she
gonna
doing?
stand up. bow down to everyone. Thank you everyone for your help in this matter. Then I'm gonna, casually walk inside the fire.
J5 just walks in. Kai
I'll
looks
say-
in disbelief.
I'll give you a good word, Kai, and then give him a thumbs up.
And walks in as well. Artyom and Kane.
Stands up and walks.
Kane will stand up with his little somersault and follow them into the fire.
The Lady Akimoto kind of is anger at the disrespect, basically you doing the flips and all that.
Oh my god.
Listen, man, I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground in a bow.
Yeah.
So why stand up when I could just tuck and roll forward and be on my feet?
I mean, technically, you're maintaining the respect, you know.
I mean, if I'm going to stand up, isn't it better to stand up with a bit of class and grace?
Finally, as you guys walk in, Lady Akimono walks through the fire as well, followed by Lady Hiwatari, and the fire becomes a normal fire now, no longer showing the opposite side, and that is where we're gonna take a break for a bit. Stop here for
They're
a bit.
actual dragons, like they're actual large, gargantuan dragon coming up to us. basically.
Large dragons.
Oh, large. Just large? Oh. Okay.
Wait,
Also,
a simple dragon hunt quest has become something much deeper.
We are not gonna be a dragon hunter. Guys, we have to fix our narrative. We're not dragon hunters anymore. We're dragon frienders. Okay, we're befriending the dragon. We actually came here to seek
But to
alliance.
be fair, but the truth, our actual truth is we are hunting for dragons, not just the family of of Earth Scorcher, right? We had that down because we don't want to start another war, right? We just want to find some normal dragon that's not part of this dragon.
Does that mean I'm seducing the dragon now?
I was about to say, Kane is going to become a dragon slayer without the S by the end of the session.
Let's go.
I'm just saying.
Roll for bludgeoning
That's
damage.
the game plan we're going with now.
If Kane seduces a dragon and stole its heart, does that count as a we're bringing back a dragon's heart?
You gotta bring back that dragon. Bubbles would be like, I think you severely misunderstood this segment.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, I know you're illiterate, but this is too much.
All right.
If anything, this is very literate. It's very literal.
All right. So you guys now are here. So we'll see what happens in a bit. Well, take a break now, guys. Get some drinks or some food. See you guys in about 20 minutes.
Map is not working for me.
We're gonna meet the Earth Scorcher. I wonder what she wants from us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, you guys were granted the meeting you wanted to have an audience with the dragons. However, you are surprisingly granted with an audience with the leader of the dragons, Lady of the Fire Curtain, Earth Scorcher, Vestiges of the Red Shogun, Lady Hiviton.
Of the Red Shogun.
You walk through the fire that was created by Lady Akimono.
Yeah. Probably been a few
I need to
minutes.
confirm, yeah. Their names are long, man. You walk through the fire that was created by Lady Akimono, and upon appearing on the other side, you are first met with this intense heat coming from inside. The room itself is just this large cave, basically, where there are braziers filled with scorching fire all around you. You see there is a kind of like a ravine at the center of the room with lava kind of like pouring down from one side to the other. And then at the very, very far end, sitting on top of a pile of gold and paintings and treasures of all kinds and sizes, you see a huge red dragon sitting on the pile, giving you, staring at you basically intently upon walking in. The dragon, seeing you, she flaps her wings and leaps across from where she is and lands directly in front of you, now towering over you, looking down.
Is she large too, or is she like gargantuan?
Larger, basically.
Huge?
Huge. She looks down at you and asks you, now why have 4 intrepid adventurers come to my domain? I hope your reputation does not precede you, and you prefer to go a more peaceful route. No blood need to be spilled today. Correct?
Wait, what? We have a reputation of killing people? What?
We have a reputation of causing chaos.
Oh,
I think
okay, I see.
that's what she means.
Well,
no, of course, we're just, well, I suppose we are finding ourselves in the middle of preparing for a big fight, I suppose, with one of the one-off, and not to say, like, how do I say this without
We were in the area.
Stop.
Sorry, you're
Sorry, Kelly?
a bit quiet.
Can you repeat?
Because I'm in a public area.
Oh, sorry. Just get closer to the mic and then.
I don't know. Where's the speaker on this thing?
Oh, now we can hear you clearly. So
better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kane will, he'll bow his head. He won't go all the way down, but he'll say, "We were in the area, and we thought it proper to pay our respects and greet the powerful Lady Akimoto."
No, it's he. But this is the bee.
Wait,
Bee or Scorcher.
the powerful Earth Scorcher.
And yet to do that, you decide to infiltrate a nearby village, posing as a faithful. That's not the right way to... Go on.
We weren't...
To be fair, we weren't posing as a faithful. We were sort of being honest when we said we want to learn more about the dragons.
And they kind of took it as, oh, they want to join the ranks. Our side, we just thought we could help to please you more.
And why would the amazing Spicy 7 wish to do that? Don't you have empires to topple? Other villains in the world for you to deal with? Why come to my small, insignificant domain?
Huh? Oh, a dragon says it's small and insignificant? Wait. Oh my gosh.
Of course not, madam. Manners are important after all.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Kate?
Manners are important.
Kane will just probably say something like, "Manners are of the utmost, and we are in the area, so it's only polite to say hello."
Manners maketh men.
Very well then.
Maybe you shouldn't say manners maketh man to a dragon.
you've made your peace, then I think you should leave.
Well,
Right now.
it's not all, right? I mean,
Then out with it.
Well, I don't see.
Speaking in circles bore me. Why are you here?
Should I just tell the truth? Should we just say it?
I
I'm gonna
wanted.
tell the dragon to the face.
No, please don't. Well, we are in the middle of how do I say, gathering allies of sorts in order to topple an empire, a few continents away from here. And I suppose part of me was thinking whether you would care to join into mortal fights, but perhaps that is a bit of a wishful thinking. So we were thinking to sort of lend our service instead, in case there are foes that needed to be how do you say, toppled, or you know. Oh, and I say this word. I say this very carefully. In case there are any dragons gone astray that you need. What's a better word than culling? That's not the right word, right? Finding hard. Okay, draconic is hard. Yeah, a foe dragon defeated something that we could use to get curry favor with you in our fight to come. Because aside from you, we are fighting.
No.
What?
Why are you rolling?
Nothing. Go on.
We are fighting a foe that we have yet to know how to defeat. And it seems like they have very bad intentions for the world, or so we do not wish any harm on the land of the dragon, just simply how on the land of Deragona, just how we could help and be in your good grace.
The only problem I face are dragon hunters like yourself thinking they are able to extend the reach out to my domain. I see what you are trying to do. If you wish to hunt for another of my kind, then I will not give you any. Now I am telling you, if there is nothing else, no reason for you to stay here, then leave. Presence of people such as yourself brings danger.
Danger? I'm scared. Scared.
Well,
Did she just read our minds, our surface thoughts?
Shrug.
We didn't say anything about being dragon hunters.
well, actually, Lady, sir.
Lady, sir.
Oh my god! Guys, you're embarrassing
you hear like a
me!
loud growl beside you, and you see Lady Akemono like has her mouth on her blade once more, but the Lady Hifut
Oh my
raises her hand.
god!
Well, we are actually
Oh.
not dragon hunters, but we we have a bit of problems that we have to deal, and it has something to do about the people have been scrying on us against our will. So we have actually been tasked to find a dragon's heart in order for us to find a solution for this problem.
And you see the what do you call
Well-
now, the other dragon, Lady Hiwatari kinda like leans back a little bit.
Why are you?
Well, just like you said, we are trying to find a peaceful solution for this problem. That's why we are here to talk first. We are not out here to hunt actually, but we are trying to find a solution ourselves. Rest assured, but if you mean us mean the world no harm, then we don't have any reason to harm you as well.
She kind of looks down. She thinks. She looks at her daughters, who is kind of like looking very battle ready.
We can be on our way, really. If you don't find any use for us, we could just leave.
It's
Not a problem. We
It's
won't
not a
even
problem. We
touch.
will leave.
We won't even touch
And-
anybody. Like, obviously, you don't give us permission, so we'll just leave. We'll find other ways. We could even
Based on
just
what we've
stop any
seen as
dragon
well, that
hunters
you are-
outside.
And based on what we've seen, you are protecting your territory, and we have no qualms with that.
Yeah, I think. And Kai
If we can't
has been
find
doing a
the
very
solutions
good
to our
job.
problems over here, then we will just leave.
And Kai has been doing a very good job spreading your good name.
She thinks for a moment, and then she looks back at you. If you are looking for a solution to your problem, I believe I may have a target.
Oh?
For you. As long as immediately after this, you never return to my kingdom ever again. You are
Yeah,
good
but
people. I am sure you will honor such an agreement.
That should not be a problem.
That is true. That should
Right,
not be a
guys?
problem.
Right, guys? We are talking in common, are we?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But
Yeah.
that shouldn't be a problem. Based on what we know, these dragons never venture out, and they just keeping to themselves, right?
From what you know, they just keep to the mountain range and the vicinity of the mountain range, basically.
Yeah, so there shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, they've never really
They're just
hurt
defending
anybody.
their territory. They're not out, hurting people, right? And for the
For
ones
now,
that
yes.
act, yeah, and for the ones that decided to worship them, that's their
That's their
prerogative.
prerogative. Yeah.
It's their choice. They want to live under the rule of a dragon.
Very well.
They get
Then head towards the fireside. There is a guardian there that wears the mask of a man. Do not let his words trick you. He only aims to destroy this home that I hold.
Oh gosh.
Take care of him. And whatever you do with his heart is your choice.
Do you need his body too? Should we leave some sort of, should we leave some sort of sign that the job is done? Or could we just directly inform? No, you
She
would.
takes a piece of wood from the brazier and ignites it. Bring this with you, and I will. And hands you the small, now essentially a torch.
Okay. Thank you. What is this man's name? Or dragon? Sorry. How would we know this is the right person?
His name eludes. But he wears a bronze arm.
Oh no.
Carrying a sword
favorite.
and a shield.
Yeah, no. Which dragon to trust?
Well, you know,
There's
one's
a
a
skill you
chromatic,
can
one's a
use.
metallic, so no.
Which dragon should we trust, guys? Let's just beat the whole cast first, and then we can decide, right?
Wow. Careful! They're listening to us in our minds.
Okay.
Okay. we
If
can
you
do
are
that.
ready, I can bring you to the location. Then it is up to you to take him out.
Okay, we bring our Amber Lions. Did our Amber Lions go with us? Can we see they go with us?
it will be in Calico. I don't think they will come close, towards a pair of dragons. So
That's true. We can just I can get them. Don't worry. I can get them.
We can go back to the tree and then pick dragon. And then when
Yeah.
Kai asks, "Hey, what is happening?" Then just a friendly chat. If you want to know, you should get worthy enough to cross over.
Wow.
granted a higher position in the cult already. Very well.
Okay, we can go right now, right? Yeah, we haven't done
we can
anything.
go right
She looks towards one of her daughter, and Lady Hiwatari gives a nod. And the fire in the brazier that she has been interacting with kind of shifts for a bit, and then you can see, instead of the swirly flames that you would expect to see, you see a river on the other side. A river of lava, basically, and across that river you see some ruins, some destroyed buildings, with some kind of defenses built surrounding it a little bit. Go
Okay.
and never return.
Can I just say, very cool fire magic, thank you. Have a good day. Just a little bit of fangirling before I go.
and Ignis walks out. J5 Artyom Kane.
Walks out as well.
Alright.
Well, thank you for your help.
And
We really
thank
appreciate
you for being honest, J5. and you guys walk out through the fire. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, right. Know that if you are ever in trouble and require our help, you can just ask. You can just ask for our help, and maybe we can come and lend us your assistance.
There are lines. You guys hop through the fire, and upon exiting, you land right next to a again, the river of lava, and right behind you is this jet of flame that is erupting from the ground that mirrors the image of the lair just now that you saw. The image slowly fades away, and then the jet of fire recedes back into the ground. You find yourselves now in a large craggy field with a large river of lava cutting the path in front of you towards a ruin of sorts. All around you can see the land is unstable. Gouts of flame occasionally shoot out from the ground, creating this lava geyser almost, making this whole area unsafe. At that ruin itself, the center of it is this really tall tower, which kind of resembles a mage tower a little bit, but all around it you can see fortifications of various kind of like a some kind of fort or bastion that was once built here. However, on top of that, there are signs of renovation and modification has been built into the ruins to make it a bit more livable, and you see people running around in that region, going about their day, all of them dressed in kind of like some kind of armor, carrying some kind of weapon. You can see that they're not just random soldiers, but you do not see any immediate affiliation to anyone. There are banners scattered on the wall. They have this blue banner with bronze inlay, I think is the word, with a crest that shows kind of like a dragon's head, basically, looking down. As you guys stand across the lava here, so now you guys are right here now. What do you guys do?
Oh, find a tree, get intimate with it.
There is no tree here.
God damn it!
You laughed at her.
Hey, that's our ticket away, okay? For you to escape.
I'm still gonna laugh. It's still funny.
So, what do you guys want to do? You stand across this lava river here, and on the other side, you see the fireside ruin that was mentioned just now. There are people inside.
Is there no way across the lava?
No bridge or anything, if that's what you're asking. No.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I have water walk, haha.
Alright.
Ritual casting.
Does lava count?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lava does count as water. But imagine if you
specifically
lose
says-
concentration on it.
Yeah.
But it's not a concentration though. Luckily.
It's not a concentration.
Yeah.
But imagine someone who. What about I dispel magic on you? Oh
Well,
my
That'd be
god.
bad.
They can't dispel magic on a group, so.
Alright, so you ritually cast what do you call a water walk and make your way across the lava. Walking across the lava in an open field over here certainly draw attention to you, as a couple of the guards in that ruin notices your approach, and a couple of them begin walking out and start making their way over towards you. They don't have their weapons drawn or anything, but they definitely do not look they look wary, basically. These people notice you. Hey there! Random travelers? Don't see much of your type these parts.
Where are we actually? This place looks like A dangerous place to live in.
Well, we are in the Fireside Ruin to the north of Makayo. And Heailani?
I don't know much of this. Where I look at Ignis.
Kane looks at Ignis. That far.
What do you want? It's a place. It's over there, and it's over there. Hey, Alani's over there. I don't know. It's over there. Makayo. I've never really heard of Makayo, but yeah.
Well, I guess we got a local with us. Well, come on. Can I get your names real quick?
We should use fake name, guys. I'm just saying, if they know ass, they might know us.
Hi, I'm
This
Frederick
unit goes
William.
by
Frederick?
Jack.
Jack, gotcha. And what about the three of you? Rest of you?
Frederick Williams. Pleasure to meet you.
Frederick Williams. I think we have a Frederick inside as well. Oh, you're gonna be close friends.
Oh, of course. It's always great to meet another Fred.
Yes. And what about you, Miss?
Amber.
Amber. And what about you, sir? Looking out. Cedric and Frederick. Lovely.
We get that a lot.
Oh, perfect then. Are you guys just passing by? Just want to know what's your situation here, because we don't really see much people walking over fire. So just want to make sure.
Well, there was a war I had it that like down there. We came from there. Right, wait, that's where Fill of Light and Fire is, right?
Yes, that is right. So,
Here.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Right. Okay. Deception check real quick for me.
shit! Why do I keep doing the talking, guys?
Because it's funny.
Succeed! Hey, and she rolls high every time.
Is that enough though?
Well, you're from the north over here, but okay, sure.
We're just making our way up to Keahilan.
Right. Safe place. Well, don't let me stop you. Carry on.
Thank you. What's this place, sorry?
People call it the Fireside Ruin. We call it the Bronze Bastion. A little bit name that we came up with.
Why
I
the
like
bastion then? Are you guys protecting against anything?
More like a forward base of operation. We are people from all over. I myself, he kind of takes off his helmet, as you notice, a human. I myself am a human. Traveled from all over the world, really. We're trying to keep the peace in the area, so to speak. There have been threatening reports of dragons in the area, and the government doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. So we've decided to take it upon our hands, and we have a wonderful leader leading our charge to defeat the scourge, Hifuten, at the center of Mount Deragona.
Oh dear.
Oh.
You're at war with each other.
Yes, we want to make sure that her reign ends now and her people set free. It's a slow start, but we have people from all over the world, and one day we'll be able to slowly take her down and free her people.
Do you have people inside that you want to free?
Well, yes, of course. Don't you know that there are villages, entire villages inside the fire curtain, just waiting to be freed, living under the oppression of the red dragon. So shameful. The government doesn't seem to be doing anything about it. So, led by our leader, we will be able to take it down.
You mean the government, like the government of Kailapa?
Yes, the council seems to just let a dragon in the middle of their country reign free without any interruptions, which is, if I may add, a little bit careless of them. We all know red dragons can be wrathful and greedy, and it's only a matter of time before their so-called peace starts to seep into other villages nearby.
That's a bit racist, don't you think?
It is in their nature. It is written in the books. Red dragon are the most wrathful, the most greedy of them all. You just need to make sure that such a thing does not terrorize any more people. I mean, you wouldn't claim like I don't know, an ogre to not be gluttonous, or a modrone to be not law-abiding. It is what they are.
Oh, so he's racist.
Oh my god. Wait, are you from here? How long have you lived here actually?
Oh, I've been here for only 3 months. I was brought in recently to continue our training, and then we'll be able to take down the dragon.
Wait, you've been brought in.
Oh gosh, I have to know. Oh my gosh, what are the other stereotypes? What do you think about like what about Tritons? What do you think about them?
Sorry, what?
What do you think?
Tritons. What do you think about them?
Why, they are sea-loving creatures and law-abiding citizens.
Wait, hold on. Where are you from originally? Like, are you from Kailapa or?
I am from Swifel. I'm from Warden, if you've heard of that small city. Yes.
Oh wait, we have been to Warden.
Yeah, yep.
No, you have not.
We have. No, but
we have not been to
Warden. We've heard of that city, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Wait, all you heard was?
No,
All I
we
heard
have
was
heard of
sea loving.
the-
I lost connection.
Oh, sea-loving and law-abiding.
Law-abiding.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
This guy's a riot.
What's your name? You're kind of fun to be around.
Well, that is a good question. My name is Percival. Pleasure to meet you.
Percival. And you got brought in.
Percy, we're gonna have some fun.
Wonderful. Well, I wouldn't want to keep you here. You can continue on your journey to the north. I hope you have a safe trip, and let us know if you encounter any of those darned dragons. Be sure to take them out.
Who is leading this operation of yours?
Don't you know? We are led by a bronze dragon.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Isn't that a little hypocritical, dude, to
yeah.
be talking about how bad dragons are and be...
No. I think you're mistaken. She is a metallic dragon. They are known to be good and loving of people. Sometime a little bit, they are interested in doing a little bit of pranks here and there. But for the most part, they are friendly to the mortal race. Haven't you heard of the 5 shogunate that liberated Shimon from the tyranny of the chromatic shoguns? Don't you know that this one over here, Lady Hifuten, is actually a descendant from one of those red shoguns?
Whoa, no way.
Wait, a red shogun.
I just
Okay.
You're saying how red...
I kind of get where he's coming from, but I mean, if he's from Swifel, he's been, he's basically like Chu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what word you use Ignis? Shogun sympathizing.
Apologies.
Apologies.
Yeah.
Or a better word, modern day is a simp.
That is what Joe is.
And why would this bronze dragon be, leading the charge to free these people from the red dragons?
From what I heard, he snuck inside the fire curtain and see the desperation and the deplorable situation that they lived while under the Hifuten's rule. So he decided
Like
to
what?
put an end to the rule and free the people. Don't you know that everything that they work on while they're inside that land are just ripped away from their hands, and all of them must be given to Lady Hifuten? Insane. They don't even have their own property. All they have to do day and night is just work for this lady. That's why we want to break
But
these
if
people
that is
free.
their choice.
Well, what if these people have never known actual freedom? How he puts it. It is our duty as free people to assist them, so that they can experience true freedom. Yes, I think I put it eloquently. Yes.
Okay.
Well, well, yeah. Could you? We're a bit sore from walking. Can you show us the
I'm
the
sorry.
nearest
The place is only for members of the garrison. I don't think I can allow but travelers to just enter the building.
Also,
Unfortunately.
you have to be a member of the garrison.
Yes. We won't oppose if you decide to set up camp outside of the castle, but inside is only for members, unfortunately.
Oh, how do you become a member?
Well, you have to pledge your allegiance to the bronze dragon, Chatate.
Chatate. And how do you pledge allegiance? Their ritual or something?
Are you interested? Yes, there is a small ritual that you have to perform. Are you interested in pledging after hearing the cruelty of what the Earth Scorcher did to her people?
Oh, I would like to, mull my options.
Well, feel free
Are there
to...
any other soldiers currently coming?
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the RP.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to know if there were any other soldiers milling about, or if it was primarily just this guy.
This guy is outside of the garrison. He has another person behind him, just waiting, looking at his watch and looking back at you guys. But there are more people inside the garrison. Some of them are practicing, some of them keeping watch, but you don't see this bronze dragon anywhere.
Tatarte.
Okay.
How often do you see your? I mean, do you guys do the whole military thing where you guys have marching? Sorry, I'm not really from the military. We ran away from the draft.
I see. Well, of course, we have regular meetings so that we know what our efforts has resulted into. And yes, we have practice, especially for newcomers like myself. Marching is a small part of it, but yes, there are many other trainings that we have to go through. Of course, being a member of the Brown Shield is not easy. It is a difficult task fighting dragons and whatever minions they will throw at us.
How often does that happen?
Not regularly, but each time we have been victorious so far.
Were you part of this?
Yes, actually. Well, it happened when I joined, so they merely told me to hide in the basement. But yes, we were attacked by an abomination that Lady Hifuten created.
Oh, what was it? Do you know?
Yeah, it was a fire elemental. Horrible creature made from flames, and given that it is entirely covered in fire, it just burns everyone that comes close or even touches the creature. A horrible creature to fight. I pray you do not need to encounter such a being.
Oh, super horrible. Haha.
Oh my god.
Well, I will have to return to the
This guy's
garrison.
so funny.
If you wish to set camp feel free to set it outside the camp. I will let the team know to make sure that to inform them that you are not a member of Lady Hiffelton's
Will it be
army.
safe if we're out here? Because you say dragons just maul about.
Well, if they do come and attack, you are welcome inside. But other than that, we request that you stay on the outside.
Okay, that's fair. We ran away from war. We don't want to be in the middle of another war.
Understandable,
kind of thing,
understandable. Then perhaps you can rest here for the night and then continue on your journey. Because our battle is harsh, true, and we are likely to see fightings in the coming day. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And he turns around and begins marching over towards the other side. And the guy next to him goes over to chat. Dude, you were so cool. I know, right? I think you did impress. I think so. Oh my god, we're so cool. And he goes over.
Thank
Why am I
God.
feeling like we're talking to a bunch of posers or something?
I know. We went from one cult to another.
Right. So, are we trying to infiltrate the garrison?
We could. We just need to make the appearance of the camp.
Sure. I can probably seduce my way in. Hey, it's a garrison. They're soldiers. Of course they're gonna let me in.
Yeah, that's true. Come on. Out here so long,
Precisely. So just say the word and I can infiltrate.
Okay. What do we want to do? But it's obvious that, it is not what it seems because I guess
it
not
depends.
all.
Maybe the bronze dragon really believe that he's trying to help these people, right?
Maybe we should see it. I could scry on it. I don't know if that's a good idea, but they won't know I'm the one scrying on it. So, I mean, we had this conversation away from ear view.
Yeah. Ear view.
Ear. What is ear
Earshot.
hearing? Earshot. Thank you. Like just to see what's going on. Man, we got the name Percival. I could spy on him too. In case, something big happened, we want to know what's going on inside, but we can't see. I could scry on him, that's what I'm saying. I could also scry on this Shatate. Just say the word, I can do it. What do we do in the meantime though? Do we just stay and watch? I don't know if Shatate is even here actually. Hello?
I think information is probably going to be the best bet. I do want to infiltrate the castle to try and figure out what I can.
Yeah,
if there's anyone there who has dealt with the bronze dragon.
I could, we could infiltrate it together, or we could send like 2 people to go in and scout what's going on.
Wait, are we gonna go in illegally inside the garrison?
I mean, you could. I was just gonna walk in through the front gate.
Or the back door. Okay.
What?
The back door because they obviously can't let people go in light of day, so it has to be a back door if they want some entertainment at the side, if they do have those. I don't know.
Wow, Ignis, wow, I can't believe you're just assuming that that's how I would go about things.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I assume illicit affairs goes from the back door, okay? That's what the books tell me. So laughing!
Okay. So, are we going to try and sneak in, like, through any other means, or charm our way in?
I think
Let's
if
try
we
and
were to
charm our way in.
charm our way in, but I feel like it's probably unless you can. Yeah, let's try that. 'Cause
Well,
if not, all else fails, I can still.
Easy openers to have something to provide the soldiers with that seems innocuous enough, whether it be food or drink, and then offer to share it with their company, and then you work your magic and getting them to trust you, and then bada bing bada boom, easy as that.
Okay. You can lead the charge.
Okay, do we have anything in our rations or food for that? I do remember I stole those bottles of wine a long time ago. Do I have any left?
I guess check your inventory. If it's there, it's there.
That's what I'm doing.
You're looking for what?
Bottles of wine.
The wine I got a while ago.
Oh, wine. Ah, yep, there's the bottle of fine
Yeah.
wine.
Yeah, so
There
there we
you
go. So yeah, Kane's gonna go up to the front door. Or sorry,
What if
Frederick.
like they? Go ahead.
What if what?
No, what if they're like, hey, we can't do it inside, but we can do it outside? Then what do we do? Kind of thing, you know?
Well, easy. You still let them sit with us outside, and you still charm them and make them want to invite you inside.
Okay. Got it.
Alright. So the rest of you
So
set up
Kane's-
camp, and Kane, you make your way towards the gate, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Upon approaching it, you see on the gate there is a dwarf and also an elf. The two of them arguing with each other for a bit, but upon seeing you approach, the elf woman approaches you and puts a hand forward. Halt! Sorry. Members of the garrison is the only one that's allowed inside.
Oh, no, I understand that. It's just earlier we spoke to a gentleman, Percival, I believe. He was so kind to let us stay on the perimeter of your garrison, and well, I was kind of hoping he and maybe some others could join us for a little drink. And he holds up his bottle of wine.
Oh, Hey, Percy!
I know it's not much, it's only the one bottle.
And you see Percy go there. Yes! Mr. Kane! Nope, not Kane. Mr.
Frederick.
Frederick Williams.
Kind of run or jogs over towards you. What's the problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I realize it's not very much, but I was hoping you and some others could join us for a drink, as thank you for letting us camp out on your perimeter.
Well, of course. Maybe I should invite the other Frederick. Frederick, sir. And you see,
How many Fredericks do they have?
and you see a what do you call? A human, thick bushy mustache, kind of like the waxed mustache basically, balding head, and he leaps down. This one is much better armored compared to Frederick
the First.
Percy and also the elven and the dwarven guards just now. Yes, young Percival. What's wrong? That's one over here. He wants to invite us for a drink. Would you like to join us? Oh, well, I would not be opposed to a little bit of drinking. Oh, hello there. Names? Let me think of a last
Jack.
name real quick.
I thought you said it's Frederick. Oh, okay.
No, last name.
Billiams.
Frederick Williams. A pleasure to meet you, and you are.
Well, I'm
Jack.
Frederick Williams, good sir.
Our names are so similar. Are you a relative?
Oh, wouldn't that be so funny? You wouldn't happen to be from Barco Cola, would you?
I am. Well, perhaps we may be related after all. Come, let's have this
no.
drink. I am excited to hear about the Williams and compare it to the Billiams. Well, you two come join it as well. And she kind of grabs the dwarf and the elf, and all the four of them joins you guys outside of the camp. Maybe sit near the lava stream or something, enjoying the view, the gout of flame, while drinking as well.
Ooh, I'll try to cook, I guess.
Okay, all right.
Oh
So-
God, please no.
So
What do you mean? I learned from Victoria.
Let's see, dexterity cooking tool, please. No, wisdom
yeah.
cooking tool. Cooking tool,
Okay.
please.
Let's do it. I don't have cooking tools, so I just do wisdom.
All right.
See? Perfectly average.
It's
What?
edible.
What are you cooking, Ignis?
I guess something simple, like a stew. Maybe we could have caught some. What's a native to here? Maybe
Ember
know.
lizard. Firehawk.
yeah, firehawk. I'll be a bit sad because I reminded of Gigi Maru and I hope he's well. But I'll make.
Oh, he's still
Then I'll make
alive, right?
some. Yeah, but I'm gonna eat its species. It's like you tend to a chicken, but you still eat chickens. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna get some firehawks and I'm gonna grill them over flame.
All right. And yeah, you guys enjoy and chat a little bit. So, especially this Frederick here is interested to know a little bit about your family, Frederick.
Okay.
You know, so like, are you one of the lords, or where exactly are you from, actually? Which city?
Can I just make one up?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you just say roll for it or just
No,
say
go for it. Go for it.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to think of a jumbled up word. Well, we're from Hatching. We're from Hatchings, which is far from like the Eastern Islands.
No, I'm closer towards the east, Dagatiko, actually.
Oh gosh.
Dagatiko. I've heard of that. How is it this
Yes.
time? How was
Well, I wouldn't know. I haven't been home in like 2 years, I think.
Oh
that
god.
is true. Quite a lot can change in 2 years.
Oh, so
Oh, yes, I
much.
can't tell you how many times my favorite bar has been renovated to be something silly like a church or a bookstore.
Indeed. Well, it's
For a
not
whole new
too bad
city.
over here. We're doing good for the people, fighting a dragon, building a name for ourselves. What more can a man ask? Isn't that right?
Of course, from what I hear, it sounds like quite a lot of work.
It is, but there are also a lot of downtime in between, so we have some time to sharpen our skills, as they say.
Oh, I think I get the point.
Puns! Wonderful!
Honest again.
Well, tell me, you were traveling towards Keahilani, correct? That's what young Percival here said.
Yes, I believe so. Of course, though, to be
Yeah.
quite honest, and Kane pretends he's embarrassed to this. I admit that I'm not the best of a navigator myself.
I'm sorry?
Best of
Kane like
navigator.
whispers like he's embarrassed to admit that I'm not the best navigator myself. They don't let me hold the map.
Don't worry, I wouldn't be able to tell the head from a horse's heart. Bad as well, if you ask me. But that's why we have others to help us, isn't it? Working together as a team, side by side. And it's nice to see you young people having friends with each other, traveling the world, so to speak.
Yes, it's quite interesting. You see a lot of things you would never have thought possible.
Indeed. I've been thinking to continue traveling once more, but of course I can't just leave my responsibility over here. Red Dragon, this Lady Hifferton needs to be taken down. Defeated.
Oh? So what sort of plans have you done so far to try?
At the moment, we have been finding and prodding ways to get inside Mount Deragona. The fire curtain is a pickle to say the least, but let me let you in a little secret. The blessing is not limited to persons. Apparently, this blessing can be bestowed onto objects as well. So right now our goal is to find these rooms with Lady Hifferton's blessings. That way we'll be able to walk inside the fire curtain without harming ourselves. Master Frederick, are you sure we should be talking about this? Don't worry, yours is what do you say, trustworthy folk, yeah?
Of course.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I mean, I can't imagine the people back in Hatchings would find this information very useful.
Exactly. Don't worry, my boy. It's not really a problem. Loosen up a little bit. Yes, sir. We'll try.
Yeah.
And he chugs the whole wine glass.
He's gonna pour him a little more.
So how did you guys get drafted into this bronze bastion?
Oh, we don't do drafts, young lady. We only accept volunteers. So anyone who wishes essentially maybe the name, the glory, or just the idea of helping people in trouble, they can immediately head towards here and pledge themselves towards the bronze shield. And then they'll be able to participate in our activities. It's as simple as that, really.
But Barco de Cola and Swifle is very far, no?
Yes, they've had people from all over. There are stories, basically, stories of us reaches all over the world. It's not a famous one, I'll admit, but in certain groups of people, our names are quite out there. We don't have many big achievements, but once we do, it will be a very big one. We don't have many achievements, that's what. Many achievements where you have big ones. Yes.
So I'm curious about this whole runes situation. So if the lady has runes, does the bronze dragon grant you runes?
Somewhat, yes. It is, but it's not exactly a rune per se. It is something that has been granted to us just by being in the proximity of the bronze shield here. And he pulls out his sword, and immediately he sees lightning just crackles at the edge of the blade. Now this is not from not from the blade itself. Any weapon I hold now, I am able to imbue such lightning sparks around it, electrical power. It is merely from me being in close proximity to the bronze shield that I am able to wield such power. He shields it.
Wow, that's so incredible.
Thank you. I will miss it if I do choose to leave sometime in the future. But for now, it does look really cool, doesn't it?
Oh, you didn't make it yourself?
No. You can give me your sword and I can do the same thing. It is apparently innate at this point.
Oh, wow, you're very powerful.
Oh, no.
So...
It is all from the power provided to me by Lord Chitati. Sorry, Master Chitati.
So you said proximity, though. So if you leave to fight the Red Dragon, would you lose this ability?
It is possible. Again, we haven't launched a direct assault to Mount Deragona at the moment. Our efforts have mainly centered around finding these amulets so that all our members are able to attack directly at the mountain and free the people.
How many are you guys? Is it just the four of you?
No. Right now we are in the numbers of 30, boy. I think 40, sir. 40. Yes.
That's so few.
But not to worry. We are brave, bold, and well-trained, powerful bunch, so to speak.
I can tell.
Look at what you can do. Lightning thing. Woo.
Exactly. So yes, we are small in numbers, but I believe with enough training, dedication, and a little bit of good luck, sure we'll be able to take down Lady Hifferton in no time.
Well, drinks to that. Cheers.
Cheers. And he kind of takes a drink of wine, and yeah, basically the whole conversation kind of goes on like that until for the rest of their shift, basically.
I do want to see if I can pry this information. But I'm gonna ask in a way like, so I'm just like a little, and while they're a little bit more drunk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask. I'm just a little bit curious. Like, have you guys ever actually seen Lord Master Shirtarte? Like, does he? I'm just curious about seeing a bronze dragon. I've only seen, those chromatic ones flying around. I've never seen a metallic one. Do you think
Unlike
we'll
the
get hit?
unlike the chromatics, the metals, they're able to shift their forms. In fact, Lady Shirtarte is right in there right now.
Oh,
I'm sure he would be able.
Lady?
He would be. No, a master, a man.
oh dear. Did I forget to pluck a feather there? I'm sorry.
Sorry, no worries, no worries. But yes, Lord Shirtarte is right in there. I'm sure he'll be happy to meet you, well, depending on his workload right now, but he's always said that he'd love to have tea and meet strangers, get to know them.
Oh.
Yes.
What
Bronze dragons
workload
are
does he
usually a
have?
very sociable bunch after all.
Oh, interesting. I think, I mean, what I don't. Darn, I don't think we should even ask, should we? I mean, I'll be honest. Living around here, I'm a bit of a dragon enthusiast, but not like. I mean, there's only chromatic ones here, right? But
No,
if you
don't
haven't-
worry. If you are interested, we can arrange a meeting for you. I'm sure Master
Really?
Shirtarte would be happy to talk to a bunch of wandering travelers like yourself. What do you say?
Oh my goodness! Really?
Might as well. Let's have dinner
Lonely
together. What about
traveler?
that? Huh?
Oh my goodness!
Yes, why not? Why not? Up. And he kind of stands up and begins walking inside.
Kane! Okay. Oh, Kane is BRB. But his strategy's working! Oh my
Four
god!
dragons in one session, my god.
Oh my god!
It compensates for the lack of dragons in the campaign so far.
we just get what do you call that booster shot of dragons?
Alright, no more dragons for 10 more sessions after this.
Next 10 sessions, all dungeons.
After this is just all dungeons, yeah. Right. He brings you guys inside, and inside you can see the inner workings of this small garrison, basically. There are soldiers training with each other, sword fighting, wielding pole arms. Most of the weapons are trying to keep themselves out of reach, basically, from the dragon. There are places where they have this kind of like machine that spits out gouts of flame onto people, and they're trained to kind of form a phalanx and everything so that they can defend against the incoming breath attack, and also kind of like long distance javelin throwing to deal with creatures that are flying in the air. As you walk through the courtyard, you can see that there is a on top of the tower, basically, you can see a person with long blonde hair, almost like the Empress, basically flowing at the back, blown by an invisible wind. He wears the kind of like bronze armor, like as described by Lady Hifferton, and he has his trusty sword and shield by his side as he has his hands on his waist, looking down at all these people. As you guys walk over to the courtyard, Frederick shouts out, "Master Shirtarte! We got some visitors down here. They would love to meet you." Where are you?
Oh my god!
Hold
Wow.
on.
Oh my god!
And he walks off the tower and whoop, lands on the ground in front of you. and slaps his thigh a couple of times to clear the dust. Welcome, travelers. Don't think I have seen your types. And he pauses.
Wait, I'm still my hair's still black, but from the soot.
Several days. It's been 1 day already, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks at you guys. Now, I may be mistaken over here, but you do look like a certain adventuring group that I know of.
Dude, all dragons know us, god damn it.
You know, you've met adventuring parties before?
Of course, I need to keep an ear open for the gossips in the area. Now, you look mighty similar to the group I know called the Amazing Spicy 7. A little bit differences here and there, but for the most part, you fit the bill. Now, am I right or am I right?
Oh, come on, Kane. Please lie
Oh
so
my
I don't have
God,
to roll a
this-
deception. Come on,
Oh my
Kane.
God.
Come on, Kane. Wait,
This dragon
it's
is
Kelly
not
not back.
something-
Is the case not here?
No! Can I lie on Kane's behalf?
Your best Kane voice.
Why, sir? We get that a lot. I get Kane.
Artyom will kind of lean into Agnes and say, "There is no use denying it. It's obvious. He has us dead to right."
Oh, but should we tell them? I mean,
What are we doing now?
no, we
Kane's here,
really
Kane's here.
did. Kane, you missed it all. I asked him about the bronze dragon, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to meet him? We could just go and have dinner right now." And he was like, "Really? Yeah, let's go." And now we're meeting the bronze dragon. He has long blonde hair and wearing
Wait, what?
bronze armor. Yeah,
Wait, what's going on?
and
You just
and
asked
then-
and said, yeah, sure, you can come meet him? I thought they said they'd never see this guy.
the Frederick has not. No, sorry. Who was it? The other guy, the racist guy, has
Percy.
not. Yeah, Percy is not, but Frederick apparently is close. So she brought us in, and then just meet up with this guy with Shatarte, and then Shatarte is like, "Hey, you guys look like ass. Am I right or am I wrong?" And then we're like, "Should we tell them or not?"
No. He said, "Am I right or am I right?"
Oh, really?
Very important
Yeah.
distinction.
Am I right? Am I right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he knows. He knows.
Oh, it's a
So who's
got
the
it.
bronze dragon who said that, or is it?
Yeah, the bronze dragon that said that, or the one
Ah,
that
shit.
first. Yeah. So they know about us.
He's just some blonde dude in bronze armor.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, also, he's the only. Apparently, metallic dragons can transform into like.
Shapes, yeah. They
Into
can
humans.
change the shape. Yeah.
I guess that explains why they're called pranksters.
Oh, well.
I will smile at them.
And he kind of gives you a nod. I thought so.
King
you-
Kai gives him like a finger.
The guy like
you.
Frederick like, wait, no, they're this is Frederick, same name, Frederick William, Frederick Williams. I think they are keeping themselves in incognito, my dear friend. Ah, so you're not Frederick Williams, you. Are you sure that's a bad
Oh,
name if you're trying to
sorry.
copy my name?
Copy your name, sir. I think you copied my alias.
Well, it is a pleasure to have some new faces in the area. You said you wanted to have dinner. Well, come. Let's have some food and let's talk. It's not usually I meet such famous adventuring party as yourself.
Well, we'd be delighted. Thank you for having us.
Come up to my town. And he goes up the staircase.
Are you a mage? Is this like a mage tower?
You walk over at this point up to the dining table and everything, and as some of the people are opening the food, yeah, he will reply, no, not really. More of a sword and board man myself, but whoever used to own this place has definitely used to be a mage. Looking at the carvings over here, definitely from the age of Arcanum for sure. Perhaps some old Genasi wizard, perhaps.
Old Genasi? I'm not. Do I know any old Genasi wizard?
I mean, there's a lot.
It's like such a non-specific thing.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
human wizards. Yeah.
No. What if it's a particularly famous one? I don't know.
So sword and board, my kind of guy. What kind of weapon do you usually pick?
I'm sorry?
Sword
What kind of
and
weapon?
more.
Yeah, sword and
Yeah,
board.
sword and
Right
board
here.
kind of guy.
I gotta point to the
Wait,
long sword and shield on his waist. Sword and board. Like I said. Simple
Oh, I've
man.
never heard of. Have never heard of it as a. You called it a board?
Ah, well. It used to be a board, upgraded a little bit. Now it's a hunk of metal now. Same purpose though. Now tell me, how did a famous adventuring party like yourself arrive at this end of nowhere?
No, should we tell them?
Walking.
Please don't, J5. Shut up.
I would be surprised if you walked all the way here. One of you must be a wizard or something. Lady Ignis? Perhaps it's
You would think so, but no. None of us are wizards. None of us know teleport.
Really? Next thing you're gonna tell me is none of you are like fighters or anything.
Nope.
Fires? What?
Fighters.
Oh, fighters. No, technically not.
Nah, no one really.
He's gonna look at Kane, who has like multiple swords on him, and be like, "No, I'm not a fighter."
I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover.
Apparently.
Oh my, you are outstanding people. Come, have some food. I've managed to brought this back over here all the way from the south, so not too bad.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Where's his stuff again?
Hey Alani, flew over there for a bit, grabbed some rations and brought it back here.
Ah.
Now, have you heard about any news in the local area since you traveled here? Maybe about a red dragon or about some other dragons in the vicinity?
The usual tall tales, I suppose.
Well,
Nothing of substance. We passed by a village, we passed a village. They say that there was they saw red dragon in the far sky. We asked which direction it's heading, but no one ever said the same one.
well, if you're looking to head to Keahilani, as Frederick said, north is the way to go, but you might want to avoid Mount Deragona over there. Lots of dragons activity. You need to be careful. I know you're strong and all that, and gonna pause this for a bit.
No. Even we are not.
strong, right?
Oh, no.
King kind of.
What do you mean?
King
you are
I've been
strong,
told.
right?
Well, I've heard you guys toppled some large monsters and everything, so I'm wondering if you are open to providing your services to the Bronze Shield.
Well, I'm open to a lot of things, but I'm not sure about that.
Well, I'm just
Frederick
putting
has-
it out there. If you guys are interested, we're always looking for capable bodies. Right now, we are attempting to free an entire chunk of land from the tyranny of a red dragon. So if you do want to assist us in this endeavor, I will be happy to have you.
Well, Frederick has mentioned about what you guys are trying to do over here. I'm just curious. How did it come about? I mean, was this also part of your domain? How long have you been here?
I've been staying in mostly in the Obsidian Delta for most of my life.
Where's Obsidian Delta?
A little bit to the west of here, near the oceans. I'm more of an ocean guy. But when I
I'm
heard
asking, do you have where's Obsidian Delta? Have you heard
to
of
the
this place?
west, look at the map. To the west.
No, where? What is west? Oh, okay. Oh, that's like over Novila. Wait, that was before it was. Oh, I'm sorry. That I see.
Okay.
Okay, got it. No, it was Kailapa before it was Novila. I'm sorry. My mother would be disappointed.
But seeing that when the mortals start going about their bloody battle, I was told about the terrors of Heften. Of course, I didn't want to assume, so I had to go over and check it out myself. And I have to say, they are at the very best not living. At the very worst, they have all kinds of freedom just stripped away. They're just nothing more than slaves or bots to no more than a tool in a crafting machine to make tools only to be traded and sold in the outside world. Now, I will admit Hefuten is one of the more peaceful dragons, but apparently they cannot avoid their nature of subjugating others.
Can I insight that? Like, I just want to see if he has true concern or
Sure, go ahead.
I can speak those words. Yeah.
Yeah. He seems truly care for the plight of the little people, so to speak. Enough to a point that he's willing to spend 2 more years of his admittedly long life to do this. Fighting a fighting a domain with 40 soldiers, apparently.
Were you inside the fire curtain?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. It was a painful process, but after staying there for a bit, I can see that the people there are suffering.
You mean you brute force your way through the fire curtain?
It was not a bright move, but nobody said I was that bright. I'm more of a shiny person. Get it? Kind of points to his metallic body.
Oh my god, this guy. Funny.
What do you say like that? That's funny.
Funny. But yes, that's where I end up right now. I found this ruined fort outside of the mountain range, and I thought to use this as my base of operations.
I see.
And that's why I would truly appreciate your help. I miss the ocean, don't get me wrong, but these people need my help.
Oh,
I
no.
want to free it as soon as possible, and then
Oh man.
then I can return to my ocean.
Oh no, you're in a conundrum.
God. But Hippolyte says he's not what he seems. How do we figure that out?
You have
Oh,
insight.
no.
I did! I rolled a 29! I don't know.
Oh, that was the one thing. Okay, I left for literally 15 seconds.
Okay. There you go, yeah.
I got up to turn on my light. Came back and missed it. Sorry.
Okay, but okay. Let's think about it. To be fair, the bronze dragon never lied. What he said is true. The living conditions inside the fire curtain is not that good, right? We've seen that firsthand.
Yeah.
But it was their choice, and we also seen the red dragon protect their people.
Yeah.
So it's not like the
But-
red dragons are just using them.
But I mean, I feel like there is some truth to it because, like, they could just protect just because, they need to give them some tidbits of hope so that they continue to worship. Maybe it is a symbiotic relationship, but I mean, if they were worked to the bone, I don't know. I don't know. This is hard. I rolled a 29 on insight and he's sincere, guys. Unless he rolled way higher. Or he's just really charismatic. He is a dragon. He has long blonde hair like the
he's a
Emperor.
dragon. Yeah.
That does make him villainous. That's true.
Don't trust long blonde hairs.
I mean, I trust him and like him more than the others, but they also warned us that he would be lying.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Oh my
that's what
god.
I would
I
want
hear
you
that
to
part.
believe.
Yeah.
He's not a tyrant,
definitely
seemingly. He's friendly with his loyal followers. By every metric, he is better.
Mm-hmm.
However,
He is also very pretty. You should take that into account.
exactly.
We have not yet seen a picture. I'm just saying.
I don't have a picture.
Why not?
I expect you to get into a
Right.
fight. Not talk, people. What are you, this D&D?
Well, and stop making people charming.
We want to charm. We want to sleep with the dragon.
But however, I think we need to ask him about his plans after, or if we take out what was the dragon name again?
Hifuten.
Niflten. Hifuten, yeah. After we kill Hifuten, because we're gonna leave a group of people without any leader, without any directions, right?
Would 40 people? Yeah. Would 40 people even suffice? Like, are you
We're
waiting
fighting
for?
at least 3 dragons, though.
It's not at least. I mean, yeah, at
least 3
least.
dragons. Yeah.
At least it's not gonna be just 3 dragons. It's gonna be a whole lot more.
All or more.
Yeah.
Sounds like this guy's cashing checks. His ass can't chat cash.
But like, what's the benefit in there for you? What? I mean, how? I'm sorry. I don't think I've met a lot of dragons, so I just kind of wanna know. I mean, what do you get out of this,
Do
Mister?
you need a reason to help people? I mean, I don't know about you, but I like to see fairness. I mean, sure, the world's unfair, all that blah blah blah, but at the very least, when around me, they can have that sense of fairness and justice. That's all I want, really. Call it naive, but it's true.
Okay, it's naive.
It is.
You just seems like you're biting off a lot.
And that is fair. But all I have is time. So I'm going to take my time. Of course, your presence will definitely speed it up.
Sure, you have a lot of time, but you don't really have a wealth of life at your disposal. Last I checked, you only get one of those.
Indeed. And say if I die in this battle, then so be it. It'll be a glorious death. Sorry, got too excited over there. But no, I see where you are coming from. Death is a permanent thing, and as a mortal such as yourself, it's a pain to lose what little resource you have. So that's why I'm not forcing any of these people to be here. They're here because they believe what I believe. Or perhaps they just wanted gloom. Or perhaps they believe they can earn the gold afterwards. What they do afterwards is their choosing. Right now, I want to eliminate the tyranny, the tyrant that is Hifitin. I believe you guys can help me. That is all.
I'd just be like passively inciting this guy all the
And the whole time he has been truthful.
Also, I have true sight.
Sure. You will be
No,
able
I'm
to
just
see a giant dragon in front of you, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So he is the dragon.
I mean, yeah. At least we know that. It's so weird. It's just, Man, this sucks. I don't know how to make a decision. I need more information and not from this guy, you know what I mean? As in, sneak, sneak, snoop, snoop. If you could snoop and see, I don't know, court documents, something like that.
Hey, your choice, man. You can spend as many time as you want to ascertain stuff, but right now, this is what you see.
This is a hard choice. I don't want to fight him. He seems nice.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. These are my concerns. My concern is this: the people that are following Nifuten, right? Nifuten, yeah. Okay. If we kill those 3 dragons, these people are gonna be left without any protectors, right? They can't even protect themselves against a giant bird.
yeah.
And with Kai Lapa, right? At war with the Water Genasi, I don't think they can spare some manpower to protect the villages, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On the other hand, the bronze dragon seems like kind of nice. I mean, at least his goals are noble.
Yeah.
But does he consider what's gonna happen afterwards? It's like, okay, if we are going to take down Hifuten and her empire, it's like we're taking down the leader of an empire, right?
Yeah. Which is
And
what
with
we're
the
gonna
replacement,
do.
that empire is gonna, crumble.
You can ask him.
So then, like, yeah, blast that out. You want to ask him?
Do you want me to talk and open my mouth?
I mean, no, I can ask him. So, hey, bronze dude. Let's say you do take down this Hifutin, this dragon. What's gonna happen to all the people that dragon was protecting?
I mean, I might stay there for a bit, making sure that, they're able to sort themselves out, so to speak. Maybe move to a different town, whatever you mortals do. Once everything's kind of like settled down, they're able to figure out what they want to do, and then I'll just be off. I have no interest in governing you people. I just want to help stop this tyranny that's going on here. What happens afterward is your prerogative.
I mean,
right, but while it is up to the prerogative, how long do you think it's going to take? You say you're just going to stay long enough for them to settle. How long do you picture that taking?
Well, you fire genazis are, what do you say, inventive. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Maybe like 2 years, perhaps. I'm sure that's something you can do.
What if it takes longer?
I doubt it. I have trust in you. You will do great.
well, I'm just thinking. I mean, these people, it seems like they're heavily indoctrinated. So, do you have any plans to undoctrinate them? Cause like it seems like if you just kill their beloved um protector, ruler, whatever, there's just so much titles that she has, then wouldn't they want to turn against you and the bronze bastion? Sorry.
Well, perhaps. I have no reason really to stay here. I doubt they'll be able to take me out. But if they truly want revenge, sure. Let them. It's their prerogative. It's also my prerogative to defend myself, but that's another story. All I'm saying is, whatever happens afterward, is certainly better than what they are in right now.
Well, J5, do you have your answer?
I don't know.
That is not a good answer. This guy,
Yes. No.
this guy is inept.
His answer is basically, I don't care about them. I just want them to be free.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not doing this for
So,
the people. He's doing this
Mr.
for himself.
Correct.
Mr. Bronze Dragon,
He's not a really nice guy in that sense.
Yeah,
Can I-
he's imposing his ideals on others.
Can I
Sorry.
give an example? Mr. Bronze Dragon.
Sure.
Let's say you had a bird. And this bird was a beloved pet, but you had it for years. But you realize that maybe it doesn't like being in the cage that you had it in, so you decide to let it out into the wild. Only to immediately see a hawk come in and kill it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Do you see the problem?
But it was free, isn't it?
No, the dragons can't
Yes.
see it from our point of view.
He just sees freedom is better than dying in a cage. That's what he sees.
To some people, freedom is more important than dying in the cage. But to other people, they would prefer to live. Full stop. So
Sorry, are
perhaps the
you
better option would be.
are you telling me to stop what we're doing here?
I'm saying that if you're intent on providing freedom to these people, then I think you need to have a better follow through for what's going to happen. Because it's less about the freedom and it's more about the having no life skills. If this bird you released, if you had prepared it by taking it to a backyard and training it to hunt and forage and to look out for predators, to defend itself from predators,
You have to
then the
understand.
freedom's not an issue.
These people are not helpless. Sure, they won't fight back against their tyrant, but
Well, but
they are working in there to death for sure. I'm simply giving them the option to be free. If they so choose afterwards to, I don't know, find another tyrant for them to live under, then so be it. The difference is this one don't give them a choice.
Well, on our way here, we actually met a group of the villagers, followers of Hifutan,
Oh, that would not.
and they can't even protect themselves from the monsters surrounding the area, and they would just pray towards their protector for a solution. That is what we're worried about.
They're definitely lacking in independence, I'll give you that. The life under Hippoton has turned them into mindless grovelers. If you were in that position, I'm sure you would decide to, stop worshipping and start doing something.
Well,
That is true.
And that's,
That's
I'm
only
sure,
because
is
we
something
have
that
the
we'll
means
need
to do
to.
it.
And I agree. That's why I want to remove that noose that is around their neck right now. That they're able to go out and choose. Be better than they are right now. I understand it may take them a while,
And not all of
but
them will
I
survive.
believe
my
in
brother.
mortal kind. I've seen through the ages how much you change, evolve, and grow. And this one is not adding a blockade, it is breaking their chains. If they choose to go back to how they were, then so be it.
I mean, they can't go back to how they were. It's still the thing that they're worshipping.
They want to worship me, then go ahead, I guess. Sorry, bad joke. But no, I understand what you're putting out. Then you know what? Maybe killing Hifuten might not be a good idea, but we will definitely defeat them. Take them out.
Right.
Give the people an option, but afterwards, if they choose to stay under Hifuten, then so be it. Perhaps we will
perhaps a better
injure
option.
her, give her time to recuperate, so that these people have the years that you say they would need to change, and then see if they prefer the life without her. He pauses
That's
for a moment.
one way, yeah.
But no.
No.
Afterwards, when Hifuten returns, she will just raze everything to the ground. No. That would not work. Sorry. I will not do things halfway. I understand it's not 100% a good solution, but it's certainly better than what comes for them. In this case, ruthlessness is mercy.
God.
Yeah.
This guy just doesn't understand the consequences that are going to happen.
I hope you enjoyed the food. Whatever food that you guys been eating this whole time.
What is the food we've been eating this whole time?
It would most probably be some mostly
Ration?
fruits, some wines, and also a roast pork. That'd be it. I will head off first. We have another amulet to catch.
Amulet?
Now, of course, I won't keep you here. If you choose to join us, I'm sure, Frederick, you'll be able to induct them in. Yes, master. Very good. And if you choose to go ahead, then so be it. You can go on your way. It is your choice. Now,
I hate this.
pleasure meeting you. He stands up, walks outside the window, leaps off the tower, and a giant dragon just emerges from the other side as it flies off into the distance. Leaving you guys in his tower, thinking,
Are we
looking at
alone?
each other, with Frederick and Percy. And that's where we're gonna end our session today.
Oh no.
You've asked your question, you've tried to persuade, now's the time, guys.
It was
decide.
supposed to be a simple dragon, Hot West. Why are
It's
you
never
putting
simple.
morals
We
in
know
it?
this. DM will never make it simple.
Dude, you have
What's
two
the-
dragons. You want to fight a silver one, a metallic one, or a chromatic one? It's you know.
It was supposed to be go here, kill that mission.
I didn't sign up for a philosophy course. I signed up to kill dragons.
Hey, you can't kill dragon. Hey, Lady Hippolyte said, don't talk to him. He's not what he seems. Just kill him. You decide to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I've left you a good enough conundrum to mull over
No,
this next week.
I hate conundrum. I want to be told what to do. God damn it. Just railroad us for once, my God.
I'm sorry, man. I can't railroad you. I gave you. I was gonna railroad you. I gave you like this is the thing. You go here. This is what the Lady Hihuta is about. You go over here. This is what Chatate is about. Now your choice. What do you want to do?
Okay. I see.
There.
Alright, I'm gonna end the session here now. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for playing, guys. I will see you guys next week for more Paragon Lost and Arcana 12. Bye bye.
Alright. Bye bye.
Ciao.